Found me a parking spot in the parking lot.
1-2. Yeah. I did too, luckily enough. Of course, I get here when, of course, no school today, so I'm here before anybody else is.
Right. Well, there were girls pulling out. There were some cars pulling out just as I was pulling up, so got me a spot.
Test 1-2. Check, check, check. How does that sound, John? We okay? Once, doce, trece. Iggy, iggy, iggy. Pop, pop, pop.
KACH, my local radio.
Saving money by shopping with coupons is finally worth it. You don't have to spend hours looking for places to clip the coupons. They can be...
Oh, you mean I don't have to get rabbit punched this week?
I'll just give you a bat.
I know you weren't here last week, but I'm trying to go to break at the end of the first half, and he walks up behind me and he's going.
Just poking in there.
I turn on and I go, what? He goes, you know me. And I went, no, I don't.
I think he thought you was me and not Alan, because he says, you're my old newspaper buddy, you know, my
Right.
old friend from the newspaper.
No, not me.
I thought he knew me.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, John, you say you're.
This is going to be better for us, for sure.
BSBF. BTSBF. What does that mean? Check 1, 2. Dee dee dee. One, 2. Got 6 minutes. I'm not sure what PTSBF mean. Or if you just hit the wrong letters.
I'm not hearing anything from him.
Let's call him. Calling you, John. Hey there. Does it sound okay? So far? Does it sound...
KACH.
You know, it's never too late to get on board, so get your business involved in our Preston and West. Yeah, I sent you a little bit of commercials. Now we can talk here a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully you'll get it here in just a second. I can turn mine up a little bit more. One, two, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And here comes some spot audio.
KACH.
You know, it's never too late to get on board, so get your business involved in our Preston and Westside sports broadcasts. Football and volleyball are in mid-season form and back. All right, there's a little bit more for you. 1, 2, 1, 2, check, check, check.
Volume's probably the same on both, right?
Yeah, it will be. Okay. All right, good. We got about 2 minutes to the pregame show then. All right. How you feeling? Yeah. Can you see any better? Can you see it all? Oh. Oh, really? That's not good. Okay, this is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show, coming up in 30 seconds from Mark. We'll have a good game today. Preston hopefully will knock off their opponent. 20 seconds to the pregame from Mark. Pregame show open coming up in 10 seconds from Mark. This will be your final time check. Pregame open in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll get you ready for tonight's game as we visit with the coach. Have a look at all the pregame stats and take a look at the keys to tonight's game. The pregame show is brought to you by Preston Dental Care. When better oral health is your goal, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Strive for excellence. Settle for perfection. Well, a very pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Preston High School. It is homecoming night, as tonight the Preston Indians will play host to the Blackfoot Broncos. Somebody said Blackfoot or Bear Lake into my ear just before we went on the air, and it got stuck in my head. We're playing Blackfoot here tonight. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter here at the high school. John Beverly back in studio, and we are certainly glad to have you along with us here on this Friday evening. Homecoming is always a lot of fun.
It is. There's a lot of excitement going around, and, the kids are excited, and, they're doing their best to pump the team up to get a victory tonight.
If you sit down and you talk to Eric Thorson, he is not exactly someone who is likes the weeks after the bye week. They had a good bye week, had a chance to work on a lot of things, but now he steps into what he calls the gauntlet as they get ready to take on Blackfoot, Sugar Salem, Century, and Pocatello over the next 4 weeks. And even Snake River at the last game of the year. These are 5 very tough games.
Yeah, they've struggled with a lot of those. You can give them the numbers here in a few minutes, but yeah, they've struggled with these teams down there, home and away. We haven't been very successful, but there's always that chance that we can pull it out.
Games against those 5 teams, if you look back to the 2015 season, since then they are 5-19 overall on the year with those teams. So it becomes truly a gauntlet that Preston has to try to navigate if with any hopes of, with a 3-1 record so far through the year, of making the postseason.
Right, and that 5-19, that's over the last 6-8 years, or maybe more.
Since 2015, yeah.
2015, yeah. So the Preston, they're definitely not scared of these teams, and even though we're still one of the smallest schools in the Southeast Conference, in that conference that we're in, and the teams that we play, they have a strong student body, and but we have the spirit here at the Indians.
Exactly. So we're coming off a win 2 weeks ago tonight in for Preston's last game, a 28-21 win over Bonneville. And again, Preston jumped out to a 28-0 lead and then had to hang on at the end.
Yeah, that was, I was getting kind of worried. We jumped out there, and then that fourth quarter, they just poured it on, and they brought in a backup quarterback, and he did the job. He got the job done. So, I don't know if we just kind of went back on our heels and said, hey, we got this, but we had to fight at the end. That last 2-3 minutes was kind of worried.
For the Indians, they come in, they're pretty healthy, although there is one injury of significance that we need to talk about, and that is Charles Iverson, who suffered a shoulder injury during that game at Bonneville. He has been out. He's seen doctors about his shoulder, and he will not be in uniform tonight.
Yeah, and that's that's one of those things. But these guys, these young men, and anyone that chooses to play football, they realize there's going to be things happen. But, it's amazing to me how fast they can rehabilitate. And I'm expecting to see Chuck back here pretty quick.
Chuck officially listed as out tonight. He will be listed as week to week starting tomorrow, and see if he can make it back for next week's game, as the Indians will travel next Friday night up to Sugar Salem. So that's kind of what's happening as both teams out on the field getting ready for tonight's game, as kickoff is about 25 minutes away or so, as we'll work our way up toward kickoff coming up here on the pregame show. We'll have our chat with Coach Thorson. We'll also talk a little bit with starting quarterback Brecker Knapp, and we'll, of course, have John Slaughter's keys to tonight's game if the Preston Indians want to break this losing streak against Blackfoot. So we'll get John's keys coming up in just a little bit as well. But we'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll look back at 2 weeks ago tonight, as that game up at Bonneville, as the Indians were able to knock off the Bees and improve their record overall on the year to 3-1. That's all coming up here on the pregame show, as the pregame show tonight is brought to you by Preston Dental Care. For all of those times when you need a professional to take care of your teeth, that is when you need Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Call today at 852-3700 or stop by the office at 135 State Street to stop in and make an appointment. We'll have more on the pregame show as we continue right after this.
KACA.
The difference between great taste and tastes great. Here's an example. When you shop at Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, it shows that you have great taste. The items that you get at Stokes Market taste great. Whether it's from their fresh produce department, the meat department, the deli, or the dairy, you'll find it tastes great when you show your great taste as you shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH, my local radio.
Welcome back to the Preston Dental Care pregame show as we look back at the last game the Indians played 2 weeks ago tonight at Bonneville. After a scoreless first quarter, the Indians jumped out to a big lead before halftime. It all started as the Preston coaching staff dipped into their old bag of tricks and ended up putting the ball in the end zone for the first score of the game.
So now it's fourth down and even longer.
Yeah, 25.
As again, Knapp wants to throw. Underneath, there's Nelson. Little hook and ladder goes to Thorson, and Emery's gone up the sidelines. Touchdown.
What a great call. Bonneville was not expecting that call as Chevy caught the ball, saw Thorson coming around in front of him, just tossed it to him, and he was up the sideline and into the end zone. Great play called by Preston.
Unbelievable. I haven't seen that since Boise State was in the Fiesta Bowl.
After the opening score, Preston would score again the next time they had the ball. This time it was Emery Thorson scoring on a 5-yard run.
Emery this time on the carry.
Here comes Thorson to the right side, puts his head down and gets in. Touchdown.
Leading 14-0, the Indians would add another touchdown before the end of the half. Brecker Knapp rolled right and found junior running back Devin Englert for his first touchdown of the year.
Lone single setback. They're going to roll it out. They'll throw it underneath as it goes to Devin Englert for the touchdown. 1 yard touchdown pass. Now it's 20-0.
So the Indians would go out to lead 21-0 at the halftime break. Preston would extend their lead in their second possession of the third quarter as Knapp would hit Tyler Linhart for this 15-yard scoring pass.
That was my guess.
So 1st and 10 Preston at the Bonneville 15. And on first down, they throw underneath as it goes to Linhart, breaks a tackle, and he's in for the touchdown.
For Linhart, it kept his string alive of scoring at least one touchdown in each game so far this year for the Indians. With the Indians now leading 28-0, I think everyone began to relax a bit, including the Preston defense. Bonneville would put up 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to make things interesting. However, Preston would still walk away with a 28-21 win and a record of 3-1 on the year. Time to take a break here on the Preston Dental Care pregame show. Still to come is our chat with Indian quarterback Brecker Knapp and a look at John Slaughter's keys for the Indians to collect a win tonight over Blackfoot. But up next, it's time for our sit-down with head coach Eric Thorson. It's our weekly visit with the coach, and it's brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance in Preston. We'll hear from the coach coming up right after this timeout.
KACH.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
West Motor Company. At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
Stop in and take advantage of the savings during the month of September at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest in Preston. Grab 2 12-ounce bottles of STP Fuel Injection Cleaner. Buy one, get one free. Get ready for winter and save $6 on 2 Rain-X Enhanced Performance Wiper Blades. And clean up your vision and save $3 with McGuire's 2-step Headlight Restoration Kit. Price is good through September 29th. Stop in and save today, where you'll be treated like a friend at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in downtown. Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Time for our weekly chat with Coach Eric Thorson here as they get ready to face Blackfoot here this evening on homecoming. Finally coming off a bye week. Nice to be able to kind of step away a little bit and regroup.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's good and bad because it's great to have a week to heal up, to go back to some of the fundamentals, but also, we play football for a reason. We like to play games, and so there's goods and bads, but yeah, I think the kids are strong, and they're eager to get back in the game.
It's funny you mentioned heal up because I don't think we've lost many player games as we had last year. At this point of the season, everybody's been pretty healthy.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
Sorry, I take it back.
That's gonna jinx us. No, you're right. You're right. We have been healthy. The kids have worked hard in the weight room, and it's interesting. Even in some of the injuries we have had, the kids are coming back quick, and so we're excited about that. We're excited about where we're sitting. We're excited about the games we played. We definitely don't feel like we have hit our peak yet, but we want to keep getting stronger. We want to keep getting faster. We want to keep playing better.
The last couple of weeks, speaking of getting better, the offense has gotten much better. You had probably one of your best offensive games of the year 2 weeks ago against Bonneville.
Yeah, no, it's good to see them keep, and we keep getting better, and just want to get more comfortable in the things that we run well, and fine tune those, and then you can kind of shorten your playlist, but you actually become more effective as an offense, and so I would hope we're not peaked with that. I hope we see an outstanding offensive performance against Blackfoot, and then just keep going from there.
Do I dare ask what happened in the fourth quarter against the Bees?
Have you? There's a book, Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events. We wanted to give players some game time, and we were in a position. I think it was near 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and we're looking at 28-0, and so that's on me as a coach. I need to prepare us better as a team to handle those situations. It was just some things that happened. Hats off to Bonneville for fighting back, and leaving me walking off with a sour stomach. And so hats off to them for fighting back, and it also was a great experience for me as a coach to say, hey, we need to be prepared for those situations better, and that's my job.
We get to the point in the season now where after the bye week, and if you look back at what happened last year, and the results weren't really what you wanted a year ago. You're back to that part of the schedule now as we get started here in that second half of the season now.
When we talk about this portion of the season, we always refer to it as the gauntlet. We've got Blackfoot, Sugar Salem, Century, and Pocatello, four straight games, and Snakes know better. This is the gauntlet. This is where we find out who we are, and it's important for us not to forget who we are right now. You step out of the game for a week, and sometimes you have to find yourself a little bit more, and hopefully we get to that real quick.
Homecoming week, does it make it more difficult to get all your work in and get prepared for games?
You know what? It's all part of the experience. What would Friday Night Lights be without homecoming week? So you do what you need to play the game.
Hopefully the game will come out good for us in the end. Best of luck tonight against Blackfoot.
Thank you, and thanks for covering us.
KACH, my local radio.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search KASASA.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NC.
When it comes to vehicle repairs, they can get very aggressive at getting the job done right at Motor Jungle in Preston. Motor Jungle takes the repair jobs other mechanics turn down. They work on any model or make a car or truck, yes, even the one you drive. So when your generator refuses to gem, when your carburetor just won't carb, and your pistons won't go up and down, don't get mad. Take it to Motor Jungle in Preston. They'll have your car purring like a kitten. Motor Jungle on the north end of State Street in Preston.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Let's spend a couple of minutes with Brecker Knapp as we get ready to take on Blackfoot here this evening for homecoming. First of all, Jim, how have your seasons gone so far? It's kind of a little bit of a rocky start, but the last 2 weeks have gone pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're glad to win games. That's the goal. But we want to keep getting better with every game, and I think that's kind of what we've been doing. So we want to continue that, get better, work on different things, and individually and as a team work on our chemistry and everything so we can make a run this season.
This last 2 weeks, offensively, the team has been a lot better. A lot more total yards have been put up, and of course that comes right from you as the quarterback.
Well, yeah, I think I've played better the last 2 weeks, but also we've got things figured out at different positions and kind of had a little bit of a shuffle around on the offensive line, but we're starting to work that out and get better. So when the O-line's working and we're able to run the ball and have time to throw, it makes it a lot easier for me and the fast guys to do our part.
You, of course, were the starting quarterback last year as well. What did you do over the summer to get ready for a new season?
Well, obviously we have a good lifting program that I've been working hard at, but also I went to a bunch of camps to get ready and work with different people, and went down to a camp in Arizona with some really good coaches and some quarterbacks that have a lot of experience, and so that helps out. They taught me how to read different things and just how to be a better leader, better player, and all that stuff that helps us win games.
You've been able to put that into practice in this year?
Yeah, I'll have practice and I'll miss a throw, and then something will come back that they taught me or that my dad taught me or something, and then I can work on that right there. So it really helps to have people that know what they're talking about helping me.
That sounds like it made for a very busy summer, because I know you're also still working with the basketball team over the summer as well.
Yeah, no, it was definitely busy, but that's fun. Always getting to do stuff, not really lying around, but getting better at basketball and football. But that's how I like it.
Having that experience to draw from last year, do you sit back and you think about the way they defensed you last year in those games, and you can be put to practice and put into use this year as you face the teams that you faced last year?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Before we play each game, I look back at the film from last year and see what worked against them and what their tendencies were. And lots of teams, they have different players, but their tendencies stay the same. So with each game, you learn a little bit more, you get a little bit more experience. And so I just want to keep getting better. But definitely last year helped me out this year.
Things are getting better, and of course we wish you the best of luck again tonight coming up against Blackfoot. Have a great game.
Thanks, Dan.
KACA.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700. We had no winner this morning in the KACH Money Magnet Contest, so your next chance to win will come up on Monday morning. We'll put another $5 into the jackpot, and the jackpot will be worth $165. Be listening Monday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. We'll try to give it away again. It's the KACH Money Magnet Contest, and it's all right here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
West Motor Company.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Indian football. The Indians hit the field as they look for a district title and a spot in the state playoffs. The 2021 season is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new and used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meats and produce in the city of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, your independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. And by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. This game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is expressly prohibited. And we welcome you once again here to Preston High School, and it is homecoming nights as the Preston Indians will play host to the Blackfoot Broncos here tonight. Glad to have you along. It's Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter, John Beverly back in the studio. Preston at 3-1. They've won back-to-back games as they'll come into the game here tonight against Blackfoot, who is 2-2 so far on the year. John, Preston has a very stiff assignment tonight. What are some of your keys to the game?
Well, the number one key I think tonight is we're going to have to be physical. We're going to have to take the first shot, and be strong and go right up against it. Don't be afraid to back, don't back down. With that, we have to watch the clock. We have to show the urgency that we need to to play with the clock. Because this Blackfoot team, they're going to come at us. They're strong. They're big. They're a very physical team. But we should do that. But with that being said, we also have to watch our penalties. And with the more physical you get, the more penalties are going to show up. So we've got to be able to control our actions and do what we're trained to do. And if the linemen will be precise tonight and protect the quarterback, Knapp needs plenty of time to throw and make holes for our running backs. We'll be okay. We can be okay. We can play with these guys. I think that's going to be the key to the game.
Preston won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so Blackfoot will receive the opening kickoff. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Preston football coming up next.
KACH.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any...
KACH. KACH.
Well, look at some of the other games going on around the area tonight as Westside is at home again tonight, putting their 27-game winning streak on the line as they play host tonight to Bear Lake. Pocatello is at Idaho Falls. Twin Falls will be at Century. Skyline at Bonneville. Monaco is at Burley. Minico, rather. Madison is at Highland. Hillcrest at Shelley. Malad takes on Soda Springs. Snake River is at South Fremont. And Rigby is at Thunder Ridge. Some of the games going on down in District 11 down in Utah. Bear River will be at Green Canyon. Skyview is at Logan. And at Mountain Crest at Ridgeline tonight.
Yeah, those are some good games. It'll be fun to watch. But if you're out there listening to us, we appreciate it. But if we could really help this team, if we could pack these stands in for homecoming night and bring up the emotions here in the stadium.
So Preston won the toss. Yeah, it doesn't mean much, but they're 4-1 now in coin tosses this year, and they deferred. So Blackfoot will get the ball to start the game, and Preston will have the ball to start the second half here this evening, here in tonight's game. As I've lost my pen, there it is. So if you're listening on the radio tonight, thank you. We appreciate it. Preston in their blue jerseys, white pants, and white helmets, and they will be going from left to right across your radio dial here in the first quarter. Blackfoot, black pants, black helmets, white jerseys with black numerals trimmed in green. As they'll send a couple of men back deep. As going back deep, it is number 8, Bowen Robinson. He'll be the one closest to you. And I believe that is 32, Easton Laws, who's on the far side of the field. They stand right about their own 5-yard line. Glad to have you with us tonight. Emery Thorson will kick off for the Indians. Waiting for the officials to get ready as they're taking their time, walking back to where they need to be in the back at the far end of the field. As there's the whistle and we're ready to roll. So Thorson will kick off as it is high and headed toward the corner, and it'll go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. So Preston last week defensively were pretty good. They didn't allow any points until the fourth quarter. Then when Coach Thorson wanted to try to get some other guys some playing time, and that's when the Bees scored the 21 points in the final 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. If he doesn't try to work some other guys in the lineup, which he rightfully did, that's not a problem. It's very possible that Preston could have pitched a shutout. Jason Grimet is the quarterback. He spent the entire year last year at JV learning how to run this run-pass option offense for head coach Gerald Ackley. It's a little toss as it goes to Ramirez. Ramirez gets around the corner, picks up about 3 yards. Then it'll bring up second down.
Yeah, just a comment on that, putting the younger players in. We noticed as we was looking at the lineups tonight, Blackfoot has a lot of underclassmen, and they have like 33. We have 20. You know,
right.
as far, I mean, junior. I call them junior underclassmen. We may have a few sophomores that are coming up, but yeah, they're definitely a younger team.
So second down and 7. Trips left for Blackfoot, and they'll give it straight ahead to Ramirez again. He gets across the 25, so give him a gain of, call it 3, and it's going to bring up third down and medium, but really it's third down and about 4.5.
Yeah, our front line did a great job that time. They blew off the ball and backed up the defensive front line. So that was awesome to see.
See if they decide to throw the ball here this time. Grimet threw for 177 yards last week. As they're going to roll here to the left. Looking. He throws it up along the sidelines. It's a jump ball. And coming down with is Javante King. But they're going to say he got a foot down in bounds.
I couldn't find the ball or the runner. Sorry about that, people.
It's a gain of about 28. As they just threw it up for Javante King, who's one of the best players on their basketball team from a year ago. And he was able to come down with it and keep a foot in bounds, wrestling the ball away from Chevy Nelson.
I'd like to have seen that. I couldn't tell because I was trying to find the camera.
It was close as he and Nelson were battling for the ball. So 1st and 10, and on the Preston side of the 50-yard line for the first time tonight. Man in motion. Will roll this time as he'll keep it and gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and Nelson makes him pay as he knocks him out of bounds.
Yeah, Chevy came up quick on him, and he read that all the way. He saw the running back running to the left, and he stayed right on him, keyed on him.
As it'll bring up second down and 11. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play. Again, Javante King will line up here to the near side, number 4 in white. They'll also send 3 receivers out to the far side, the right side of the pattern with a single setback. Grimlett looking right, throwing across the middle, and it's going to be picked off. Picked off by the Indians, intercepted by Cord Evertson. Still on his feet. He gets to the 40, up to about the 38, and finally ridden out of bounds.
Nice play by Cord as he jumped in front of the player just at the right moment. The receiver looked open, and Jackson threw that thing right there, and he didn't even see Cord.
Cord picks up his second interception of the year. And 1st and 10 Preston as they'll start in plus territory as the ball spotted right just over the 39-yard line of the Blackfoot Broncos. So here comes the Preston offense for the first time. Remember, Charles Iverson not in uniform tonight, so Emery Thorson will start in the backfield. Out of the shotgun, they'll toss it to Thorson. He's coming right, gets to about the 35, ridden out of bounds. Pretty good tackle there as he's ridden out of bounds by Taylor Vance.
Yeah, he was bulldogged down. He was just grabbed around by the shoulders and just flipped him right over. Great tackle, but also a good run by Thorson.
So bring up 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard run. So to answer the question, what do they do with the extra receiver? With Thorson now playing in the running back spot, Cord Everson lines up as one of the 4 wideouts with twins to each side. Ashton Madsen goes in motion left, and they toss it to Thorson. Kind of stumbles a little bit, getting across the 35, falls forward to the 33.
He could see he didn't have a chance going out wide, so he cut back in. But Blackfoot covered that hole real quick as Emery turned upfield.
2-yard gain, 3rd down and 4 coming up here for the Indians. Colton Francis will come in. Devin Inglet heads to the sideline. Francis, who last week was wearing 51 because they wanted to try to use him a little bit on the offensive line. Well, without Iverson in the backfield, he goes back to his normal number 21 jersey so he can play more in the offensive backfield. They give it to Francis. Straight ahead, big hole. He has the first down across the 30 to about the 27.
Yeah, Francis has strong legs, and boy, when he broke through that line, he just muscled his way up to a first down. That was an awesome run by Francis for his first carry this year.
So first down, Francis comes out, Everson goes back in. And Preston has their first down of the night. We're glad to have you with us here in the first quarter, brought to you by Preston Dental Care here in the city of Preston. As they motion the play in, Preston will empty the backfield. They'll put 5 receivers now on the line. As Cade Lord's in there for the first time. And they'll give it on the little jet sweep as it goes back to Thorson. Runs over a man as he gets to the 25, up to the 24. As Everson was busy locked up in his block. And then Thorson comes up and runs him over from behind as he picks up about 5. Well, make it 4.
Yeah, Everson tried to get a good block for him, but Emery got there before he could make the block.
The history between these two teams has been very heavily slanted to the Blackfoot. They have played 9 times over about the last 12 years or so. As they go to Linhart. He's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch right there from Knapp and Linhart as they for the touchdown. You know, perfect throw. Boy, Knapp has really put extra work on his throws the last couple games. He's been doing great.
Tyler Vance got lost on defense. He didn't know where the ball or Linhart were. As coming in for the point after is Owen Pearson. He was 4 for 4 last week and gets a chance for his first one here tonight.
Yeah, I was really surprised. This is his first year kicking, and he's doing a terrific job. Another good one.
And snap spot is up, and it is good. And Preston leads 7-0 with 7:07 left here in quarter number 1. Take a timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
KACH, my local radio.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, Auto Owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH. KACH. KACH, my local radio.
Saving money by shopping with coupons is finally worth it. You don't have to spend hours looking for places to clip the coupons. They can be right at your fingertips on any smart device. Log into your Stokes Market Rewards account to find dozens of coupons every week. It's so easy you can't afford not to use coupons as you shop. They can help you put your rewards account on your smart device at the service desk at Stokes Market in Preston. Shop, enjoy, save with digital coupons at Stokes Market in Preston.
KACH. KACH.
So as I was trying to tell you before all the excitement started, going back to about the last 9 years in which these two teams have played, the Blackfoot Broncos have beaten the Indians 8 out of 9 times. Excuse me. And they've averaged about 34 points a game.
Yeah, definitely a good offensive team.
You see why Coach Thorson was so worried about starting the gauntlet, as he likes to call it. As that ball will roll out of bounds as Ashton Madsen watches it roll out at the 5. And see, will take the ball
at the 35.
At the 35, or they make him kick it over. Offense is coming onto the field, so it looks like they'll take it at the 35. Well, here comes the Preston offense back onto the field. Knapp, of course, with a 25-yard scoring pass to Linhart in their first possession. And they come out now for possession number 2. Thorson in the backfield, twin receivers to each side here for the Indians. As it looks like Thorson slipped and fell.
Yeah, Thorson slipped on his own toe. His toe foot didn't quite get up in front of him, and he went down on his own toe. So, yeah, untouched. Loss of about 4, maybe 5.
Second down and about 15 here as they'll spot the ball all the way back at the 30-yard line. First quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Dental. Glad to have you along with us. Homecoming night here at Preston. As Knapp rolls out, throws it to Lenhart, and the defensive man lost him, and Lenhart's still on his feet and dives across the 50-yard line. He just kind of put his hand on him and let him go by.
Yeah, Lenhart just kind of sidestepped him basically and went in that way.
That'll be a 21-yard gain and a first down for the Indians. So first down just over the 50-yard line. And they'll give it to Thorson again, cuts it back, breaks a tackle, gets to the 45 and run out of bounds there, but that's still a gain of about almost 5 yards.
Yeah, Thorson's really a north-south runner. He's usually pretty good going straight up the middle, but he's breaking out to the side a lot this week, and so it's kind of interesting to see him turn upfield.
He has a great nose for what he needs to do offensively as well.
Correct.
Trips right, single receiver Nelson left here for the Indians. Looking left, throws underneath as it goes to Nelson. That'd be close to a first down, but a little bit short. And it's going to ring up third down and, let's call it a yard.
Going to go quick here.
As
Knapp keeps
it, struggles forward for a yard, then has the first down. Clock will stop momentarily as they set the chains with 4:53 to play here in quarter number 1. Tonight's game brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance, offering many options for all of your insurance coverage needs. Stop in and see them at 85 South State Street in Preston. Come in and get your competitive quote today or call 852-2500. Toss goes to Thorson. He wants to go left. Jukes around one man, breaks a tackle, has a first down along the far sideline. Another first down as he's going to get forward to about the 27. That'll be another 12-yard gain for Emory. Another first down for the Indians, their 5th of the quarter here in this 7-7 tie. Twins to each side. Man in motion. Thorson, they give it to him. No, it's not Thorson, it's Inglet. Inglet trying to get around the corner, takes a pretty good pop, but he forget all of that, and he'll get about 3 yards on the plays. He'll get up to the 29-yard line and bring up second down and 7 here for the Indians.
Yeah, when he lined up far left and then he went in motion, came in, and he just couldn't quite get the spacing to turn upfield on that. They stretched him out all the way to the sideline.
So once again, Twins to each side. Thorson the lone setback. And, whoops, thank you. We got a little jump inside. As Colby Christensen jumps offside. That's the first flag for either side here in the game. And it'll bring up second down and call it 2. Man in motion again coming here to the near side. They give it to Thorson straight ahead. He's got another first down inside the 10.
Yeah, that's why I say to me that's one of Thorson's strengths is going straight up the middle. He gets those proper blocks, and man, that he can really cover the real estate going up that middle. Full head of steam.
Another 12-yard gain for Emory, and first and goal now for Preston as they set the ball right at the 10-yard line. Give it to Thorson. Runs straight ahead, and there to make the first contact with him was Preston Aubrey, a junior, and then he threw him forward for a gain.
Yeah.
It'll be a gain of about 1.5 yards. But they spot him to give him 1. So second and goal from the 9. Again, Thorson the lone setback. Twins to each side again for the Indians. Fake. Lob to the corner to Linhart. Touchdown!
Yeah, it was just out of my view, but the camera got it, I think. But it looked like it was right on the money from Knapp to Linhart.
Able to go up and get it in the corner. Just a little fade pattern. And Linhart used his size advantage, went up and got it. Second touchdown of the night for Linhart. So it's 13-7. Preston has the lead. As are they going for two? Or are they going to?
Owen's out there to kick.
Linhart ran to the bench. They needed him to come back out for his spot on the offensive line here. So here's Pearson on to kick out of the hold of Thorson. The snap's a little high, but the kick is up and no good. He missed one for the first time this year. So the kick, no good, and Preston will lead 13-7 here with 2:43 left here in quarter number one. Back with after the timeout, as we'll take this break, and Preston will kick off when we come back right after this.
KACA.
You know, it's never too late to get on board, so get your business involved in our Preston and Westside sports broadcasts. Football and volleyball are in mid-season form, and basketball season will be here before you know it. For more information, call us here at KACH at 208-852-1340. It's never too late to team up with the winning programs at Preston and Westside High Schools and make your business part of the winning teams. Call us here at KACH at 208-852-1340.
KACH.
No win to speak of tonight, and Thorson's two kickoffs have gone into the end zone for touchbacks, and he booms another one, and this one's going into the end zone as well.
Yeah, that one went in without even bouncing in. It's just about a foot, about a yard past the goal line.
So 13-7, Preston on top in tonight's game, brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st East, here in Preston. So 1st and 10 Broncos as they have the ball once again. Third time in a row they're starting a drive from their own 20.
Got Madsen playing center field, expecting the trips to run out here, looking for that deep pass again.
As this time they'll run the ball. They'll give it to Ramirez. He tries to get around the right side. There to bulldog him and throw him down was Cord Everson. He a gain of 2 on the play. Ramirez last week carried the ball 22 times against Skyline for 88 yards and a touchdown. As the Broncos break the huddle early and send the two receivers out very wide. 2nd down and 8. Ramirez is the lone setback. They want to throw over the middle, and it's caught as the ball gets up here out to Luke Moore, who did not catch a ball last week, but he ran the ball once, and that'll be good for a first down as the ball moves out to the 33-yard line, and it'll be a gain of 11.
That's the one thing about putting a safety way back deep is you lose that middle coverage, and it's easier to get a little bit open there in the center of the field.
1st and 10, they'll throw it out here as it comes out here to King. King tries to get away. Chevy Nelson had him by the shoe, and he wasn't going to let him go. And then a couple other Indians came over to help mop it up. It'll still be a gain, however, about an 8-yard completion to King. King with 2 catches for 36 yards here in the first quarter. 1:07 to play as the clock runs. First quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Dental Care. Second down and short. As they'll kind of a little fake running draw as it goes to Ramirez. He's going to lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's kind of a little rollout draw.
A draw play, up the middle, because he just kind of stayed there until the quarterback turned almost completely around to hand it to him.
So third down, 30 seconds to play in the quarter, and you would think they have to snap the ball before the end of the quarter, but they are certainly taking their time as the clock runs down to about 17 seconds left. Grimlett looks back over to the sideline, still looking that way. Now the back judge says you need to snap the ball, and out of the shotgun, the snap, they'll give it to Ramirez straight ahead. Nice hole across the 50-yard line, gets to the 45, and it'll be another first down that will wrap up play here in the quarter number one, as the run straight ahead is good for about 16 for Ramirez.
Now they're going to put the ball right back on the other side of the field where it was.
So we're done with the quarter. Preston leads 13-7. We'll go to the second quarter tonight, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest.
KACH.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State.
KACH.
On the first down play, the pass is complete as they get it out quickly out here to the near side. Deegan Hale, who had the long scoring pass earlier, able to push this ball up to about the 22-yard line and to bring up another first down here for the Broncos.
It's an interesting play call on that one, as the man in motion actually used the outside receiver to screen off and get the ball back.
2 catches, 107 yards tonight already for Hale. 1st and 10 from the Indian 22. As we start quarter number 2, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Grimlett. And snap is high, but he's able to go up and get it. Looking across the middle, he's got a man, and it is held on, touchdown, as he's able to hit Javante King for the 22-yard scoring pass.
Last year when we played him, we talked about this earlier, Dan, as we talked about Javante. They didn't use him as much last year. And, a tall receiver like him, but he's put on some weight, it looks like, and doing a great job this year.
So right off the bat to start the second quarter, the Broncos tie the game at 13. The extra point is up, and it is good. And Blackfoot has their first lead of the night. 14-13, just 50 seconds or so gone here in the second quarter. Timeout on the field after the touchdown. We'll be right back with the kickoff right after this.
KACH.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo Robotic Assistance System at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, as you might expect, the stands are full here on homecoming night as Blackfoot Scores on a 22-yard touchdown pass from Gimlet to Javante King. If you saw either the Blackfoot games in basketball, King was a big star on their basketball team. And they said he gained about 25 pounds over the summer. Here's the kickoff. It comes to Madsen. Across the 25, still on his feet to the 30. Wants to break it outside, gets a block, still comes down the sideline, and then gets absolutely hammered, and a flag comes as he's hit out of bounds, and it'll be a personal foul against Bowen Robinson.
Yeah, he definitely had a good run, a great block out there by, I believe it was number 5.
Iverson.
Iverson. And, he put him down the field, made him an extra 10, 15 yards.
So they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 38 and then add 15 yards to that. And Preston will start in plus territory as they're going to walk the ball all the way down to the 47. He was out of bounds and the whistles had blown. And then Robinson came over and just absolutely tattooed Madsen out of bounds. So 1st and 10. As they'll give it to Thorson straight ahead, puts his head down, gets about to the 46. That'll be a short gain, call it 1, bring up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, Blackfoot anticipated him coming up the middle that way, just off the left tackle. And they had, 5 or 6 people there to meet him.
So what they need to do is they need to do something now to loosen up that middle of the line, because they expect Thorson to run between the tackles now, as he did it most of the first quarter.
Right.
2nd down and 9. Trips right this time for the Indians. Chevy Nelson, the single receiver, left. Thorson, the lone setback. As
false start.
They snapped the ball, and luckily they called the false start before the snap, as Thorson went over to say something to, I should say Knapp went over to say something to Thorson to change the play, and they mistakenly snapped the ball. That's the first penalty of the night against the Indians, just a 5-yard step off.
Those are the things we're talking about. The little mistakes will kill you. It will always hurt you. But we can stay with these guys if we play keen football.
2nd down and 15. Again, they'll be in the same formation with Trips right. Give it to Thorson. Wants to throw. Throwing it down the sideline. Nelson's out there and knocked away at the last minute. As coming over to knock the ball away on defense was Carter Lindsay. The senior got a hand in there to knock it away.
We were expecting that play sooner or later, but that one surprised me even in that particular spot, because we know Emery can throw it. You just need to get a little further out there in front of Linhart.
Knapp now 3 of 4 passing here in the first half as Nelson comes back onto the field. 3rd down and 15 here for Preston. And there'll be just a little flea flicker look as they're going to go again to Nelson deep down the middle, and was almost picked off and then knocked away as Nelson gave him a shoulder on the way by, as this time, again, it was Deegan Hale playing a deep center field.
That was one of those flea flicker plays, where it has to pass through 3 hands before it gets down to before Knapp could throw it. He handed off to Thorson. Thorson pitched back to Knapp, and
so it'd be 4th down. Preston in punting formation. Austin Ramirez back deep for the Broncos. Good punt by Brecker. It's going to hang up, and it's going to bounce, and it'd be rolled dead just on the midfield side of the 20-yard line. They'll mark it officially at the 21, and that's where the Bronco offense will come back onto the field. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. When you need something for your car, if it's making a bang, a tick, or a ping, stop in at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. That's the only stop you need to make. Go into where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street here in Preston. Also, where you can go now to pick up the new KCH money magnets there. They have them there as well. 1st and 10. As Broncos again will work out of the shotgun. Lone setback is Ramirez. Grunlett waiting. He'll give it to Ramirez. Ramirez with a big hole right up the middle, and he gets tripped up at the last minute as Ashton Madsen reached out and got him just by the shoe and brought him down. So it'll be a big run, call it 18 and a first down.
Yeah, that last possession with us not being able to do anything gave them back the possession with momentum, being able to stop us.
1st and 10, ball at the 38. They'll give it to Ramirez again. He almost stumbles and then breaks a tackle, gets across up to the 45. Ball loose. They're fighting for it. Preston says they have it. As Tate Larson comes out of the group saying it's our ball, and so it is.
Yeah, I believe it was Madsen that fell on it. Was able to get to it.
Second turnover of the game for Blackfoot. Preston with their second takeaway, and it'll be Preston ball at the Blackfoot 45.
That can put some momentum back on the blue side as the Indians prepare to go on Blackfoot's side of the field with 1st and 10.
8:55 to play here in the first half. 14-13, Blackfoot has a lead. Brecker, last man out on the field. Going to go with 2 setbacks this time. It's Thorson and Francis. Francis, the closest one to you. 3 receivers, with including a pair to the far side. As they'll give it to Francis, straight ahead. Nice hole. He'll get across the 45 up to about the 42.
Yeah, he'll get about 4 yards on that. That's why I say Francis, he gets those legs moving. He does a great job.
Three-yard gain. 2nd down and 7 coming up here for the Indians. Of course, Knapp, who had a good week throwing the ball last week in the win at Bonneville. And they'll run it straight ahead again. And they'll pick up about a yard. As Thorson's the guy off the bottom of the piles, he gets another yard. That's 9 carries for 42 yards unofficially here in the first half for Emery Thorson. So Knapp last week, 17 of 28 for 228 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
He's got 2 here tonight. So
He's
that's
got
awesome.
already got a couple tonight, which would give him overall on the year. Now give him, I think, 10 touchdown passes as the throw is just a little bit wild and out in front of Cord Everson. And it'll bring up 4th down and about 5, just outside the 40-yard line of the Broncos. And it looks like Preston will kick and try to pin him back deep as the punt team again will come back onto the field. So Ramirez will come back on to expect the kick. He'll stand right about at his own 10-yard line. 7:40 to play here in the first half. Everson goes and gets up on the line. And fake punt goes to Thorson. He's going to throw, and it's underneath, and it's incomplete. Tried to get it to Linhart, and the pass is a little bit low from Thorson, and it would have been good enough to get him all the way down to about the 20-yard line, but it goes as an incomplete pass, and they'll turn the ball over on downs.
I was trying to squeeze in there, fake right there, and when I seen the lineup, I was surprised. I mean, not surprised that it was a fake punt.
So Thorson throws the incompletion, and Blackfoot takes over with the ball at their own 41-yard line. Twin receivers to each side for the Broncos. Lone setback is Ramirez, and he wants to throw. He's going to go deep on the first play. They're going to King again, and this time the ball is knocked away by Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson had great position on his defending receiver. He was in front of him, able to knock the ball away, even though Javante King had, can out-jump him probably. I don't know.
Well, they probably jumped against a lot against each other on the basketball floor a year ago.
Yeah, that's probably true.
2nd down and 10. Grimlett already with 174 yards passing here in the first half. Give it to Ramirez as he gets up to midfield, as reaching in and almost ripped the ball out of there was Trevor Gregory for the Indians, as Ramirez had to hold on to it as he gained call it 8.
8, yeah, and he almost got to the first down. He had a head of steam going, and he almost got it, but Gregory was able to stop him.
3rd down and short, right at midfield. As again, they'll give it to Ramirez straight ahead. He has the first down, tries to bounce it outside, flies across the 45, ahead to about the 44. Looks like they'll mark it, as they'll have another first down and pick up about another 6 yards. First down for the Broncos, their 7th of the half. Remind you to stay tuned. The Ralph's Construction halftime report coming up. We'll go through all the scoring plays. It's been a wild first half indeed from both sides.
Yeah, well played by both teams, both offense and defense.
Little inside handoff as it goes to Corpson, as he's going to run wild and get up to about the 33-yard line and another first down.
Yeah, good thing Madsen had that angle on him to be able to come up and get him before he got too far down the field. Nice tackle, open field tackle by Madsen.
Court Capson, who caught a couple of balls last week, did not run the ball, but took that little jet sweep to the reverse side and picked up the first down as he gained 12. 6 minutes exactly to play here in quarter number 2. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter, John Beverly back in the studio. In the second quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. They go back to Ramirez, breaks a tackle, and then runs into the middle linebacker for the Indians, Jaden Perkins, and Perkins stands him up. And then a couple other guys come and help wrap him up, but he's going to get 2 on the play.
You know, there are certain running backs that, you know, when they get a full head of steam, they're hard to bring down, and Ramirez is one of those. When he gets a full head of steam, it's very difficult, and that was a good play by Preston.
Yeah, short and strong. He's built low to the ground.
Yeah.
Trips left, single receiver right. Grimlett looking across the middle, wants to go to the end zone as he goes to King again, and it is incomplete. As once again, Chevy Nelson's there to strip it away.
Yeah, King had the inside position that time. I'm surprised he dropped that because he had a inside position on him.
Grimlett 6 of 8 here in the first half for 174. 3rd down and about 8. As the clock stops after the incomplete pass, 5:05 to play in the half. Twin receivers to each side again for the Broncos. Lone setback is Ramirez. Grimlett wants to throw again, goes across the middle, and it's behind his intended receiver as he's trying to throw to Luke Moore, but it was behind him, and lucky it wasn't picked off.
Yeah, that was one of them timing plays where you go out 20 and turn, and Jackson threw that just a little bit early on that and went to the outside.
So kind of that in that middle zone where you're too close to kick, so they're going to go for it on 4th and 8. As again, they'll send twins to each side. Ramirez, the lone setback. He wants to throw, looking down the near side, going for the corner. He's got a man out there. It's out of bounds. Yeah, incomplete, and Preston will take over on downs.
That's the play we scored on earlier, but Jackson Grimlett just barely overthrew that one. It was right in the corner.
Deegan Hale, the intended receiver, couldn't keep his feet in bounds, so Preston will get the ball back at the 30-yard line. So what can the Preston offense do with 4:52 left to play here in the first half? They trail by a point, 14-13. Now remember, the second quarter, believe it or not, this year, even though they scored 21 points in the last game, has not been their strong quarter. The third quarter is where Preston has really taken advantage of the other teams' defenses on the year. They throw him underneath as it comes to Nelson. Good block out here by Madsen, and Nelson's going to run up to about the 39. It'll be a gain of 9 on the first down pass.
Yeah, great block by Madsen and a good read behind him to get past him, to get past Madsen, to run behind that block.
First catch for Chevy Nelson here tonight. Ball goes out of bounds. They'll start the clock after they get it spotted. 4:24 left here in the first half. Preston will go twins to each side. Now they've put a man in motion back here to the near side. It's Madsen. Madsen just bumped out of bounds after he makes the catch. As coming over to bump him out of bounds was Preston Ashby.
Yeah, he stepped out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
But it'll still be good enough for another Preston first down. So 7-yard catch. And first and 10 again at the 44. Give it to Francis straight ahead, muscling his way as he gets up to the midfield stripe for a gain of 6.
Yeah, it's kind of good. They started Emery out there in the backfield, but now they've got him up in the slot and Francis in the backfield, and he's doing a great job. He's probably averaging 3 or 4 yards a carry.
Thorson gets the ball and he wants to kind of just pick his hole.
Right.
Francis just puts his head down. He's going to run you over.
Yeah, he says, I'm going through him.
Second down and about 4. Francis in the backfield. As again, they'll give it to him. And again, he just muscle his way across the 45 to the 43 and another first down.
And he probably took 3 Blackfoot players with him for the extra 4 yards that he gained on that play. They had a hold of him behind the down to gain marker, and he just carried them with him for an extra 4 yards.
So Preston moving the ball. They're back into Blackfoot territory again as they all look over to the bench to get the play signaled in. And again, they'll go 2 wides to each side. Francis remains the lone setback. They'll fake it to Francis this time, and they throw underneath as it's complete by Nelson. He's knocked out of bounds at the 35. That'll be a gain of 9 on the play and bring up second down and 1. Looking to bring Inglet back in as Francis now will come to the bench, which means Thorson should go back into the backfield unless they're going to put 5 receivers into the pattern, which it looks like they will, as Thorson will run over into the slot on the right side of the formation, which is the far side of the field. Second and short for the Indians. Direct snap comes to Knapp. Rolling, throws, and it's... Did he get it? Yes, he did. Complete to Linhart. Good for a first down up to the 23.
I was really surprised that Knapp didn't turn that upfield, because he had a wide open spot. He probably could have got about the same yardage running at that time.
Timeout on the field called by Blackfoot with 1:58 to play here in the quarter, and we'll be right back.
KACH.
Stop in and take advantage of the savings during the month of September at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest in Preston. Grab 2 12-ounce bottles of STP Fuel Injection Cleaner. Buy 1, get 1 free. Get ready for winter and save $6 on 2 Rain-X Enhanced Performance Wiper Blades. And clean up your vision and save $3 with McGuire's 2-step Headlight Restoration Kit. Price is good through September 29th. Stop in and save today where you'll be treated like a friend at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in downtown.
KACH.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Indians, just inside the 25-yard line, with 1:58 to play here in the first half. And the second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Thorson will line up as the lone setback, 2 receivers to each side for the Indians. Now to put a man in motion, that's Madsen back here to the left. They'll toss to Thorson, coming left. Madsen able to sustain his block to get Thorson around the corner, and he's up to the 15. That'll be a gain of 9. Clock will continue to run as they spot the ball. 2nd down and 1.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts. I'm surprised they didn't call one here, but I guess they had called 2 plays.
Blackfoot just used a timeout, so they would only have 2 left. As they'll fake it this time. Now the Thorson underneath goes to Knapp. I should say to Thorson. And see if he has enough for the first down. You got to cross the 15.
They're going to say no.
And he's going to be just short, I do believe. Yes, he is. So it's 3rd down and about the length of a football. And penalty flag on the field. False start against the Indians will push them back 5.
I think they're going to call that on Linhart. He moved after into the set position.
And he did it right there in front of the official, too. That's not the place where you want to do that.
Must have been going to him. I think he was a little overexcited there.
So 3rd down and 5. Francis back in at the lone setback spot. Madsen comes in motion back here to the left. And Thorson, Knapp is going to roll left, looking underneath, throws. Was that caught or is it on a bounce? He went to Chevy Nelson, who made the catch up to the 10-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Yeah, it looks like they called it a catch.
So 1st and goal here for the Indians. Inside a minute to play. Clock runs down to 42 seconds. Thorson spins out left. Now fakes the pass. Rolling, still rolling. Throws back across his body, and it's incomplete. Nelson and Linhart were both there, but the pass was too high for both of them, and it stops the clock with 35 seconds left in the half.
I was looking in the viewfinder here on the camera, and it looked like he was over the line of scrimmage. I was surprised that he threw that. I thought he was going to run it.
2nd and goal. As again, they'll go twins to each side. Francis the lone setback. Thorson back in motion this time to the left. And Knapp again wants to roll right this time. Looking, throws low. And wasn't going to be caught by anybody as he threw it at the feet of the defender there, which is Eli Abercrombie. So it's 3rd and goal. Stops the clock with 29 seconds left in the half. So what do you do, Coach?
They're expecting us to throw it. You know, they're dropping back 4 or 5 yards back. I think I would use my running backs here.
Well, they got 2 of them in the backfield, Thorson and Francis. As they'll fake it to Thorson, they'll throw to the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown, absolutely, as it's thrown to Chevy Nelson for 6 points on the 9-yard touchdown pass. They're going to say he had it in the end zone before it was stripped away.
Well, actually what happened is they came down simultaneous, but he was in the field of play, and then they rolled out of bounds, so they called it a catch because of when a tie goes to the runner, basically the offense. Oh, they're going to call it no good now.
As now they changed their minds, and it's going to be 4th down at the 9.
I have to disagree with that, because I think they're saying because he ended up with the ball out of bounds that they're saying it was incomplete.
And now, before we go any further, Thorson wants a timeout to talk about what to do with 23 seconds left to go in the half. Unless they're saying because it was a simultaneous possession that neither of them could say they had it before they went out of bounds. So timeout, we'll take it as well. We'll be right back.
KACA.
The limbic arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the limbic arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any.
I wish we could rewind, but I don't think I had a position on the camera on exactly what happened there. But according to my knowledge and what I could see out of the corner of my eye, they came down simultaneously with it.
So Preston will go for the field goal here, try to get a lead going into the halftime break, as Owen Pearson will come in to try the field goal. They'll spot it at the 16, so this will be a 26-yard attempt from straight away. The kick, the spot, and it is no good. He pushed it right. So 19 seconds left. The ball come back out to the 20, and that's where Blackfoot will put it back into play with just a few ticks left on the clock. You can't blame Thorson for trying to do that because he knows he gets the ball back to start the second half. He was trying to go 2 for 1.
Yeah, the thing, I don't disagree on the call on the third down play, but that fourth down, I think, personally, I would have gone for it. Pearson missed the extra point here on the last touchdown, and if he'd have made it, I think his confidence would have been there. But I think he was thinking that wide kick on the last point. So that's a tough decision, and I don't know the kids that well. But.
Right. 1st and 10, Grimlett wants to throw. Now he's going to run across the 25 to the 30, still on his feet, goes down the sideline, and finally runs out of bounds at about the 42, as it'll be about a 22-yard scamper, and there's now 11 seconds left in the quarter before he stepped out of bounds.
That's an interesting call, for a quarterback. They do have the lead by 1 point, but using my quarterback to gain it, I don't know that I'd have done that.
So 1st and 10. Wants to roll right this time, looking, throws underneath. He's got a man open, but it's too far out in front of him, as the intended receiver was Hale over here near the Preston sideline. And bring up 2nd down with 6 seconds to go.
Good thing Preston will get the ball at halftime. If we can stop them here without a big play, I'm expecting to see King or one of the receivers out deep on this play.
Must have been a penalty flag on the play because they are marching the ball backwards all the way back to the 25-yard line. And it'll be 1st down and 25 here. I'm not sure what the penalty was, but it was a big one.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I didn't even see the call or the flag.
I didn't see the referee signal anything. Either way, it's 1st down and a whole lot with only 6 seconds left to go in the quarter. Ramirez is the lone setback here for the Broncos as they will throw. Nope, draw play. They'll give it to Ramirez as he wants to cut over toward the sideline. The first half will run out as he picks up 5 yards on the play. So Preston will go into the halftime locker room trailing by a point. It's 14-13 as you get a look at the scoreboard. As we invite you to stay tuned, the Ralph Construction halftime report is coming up as we'll look at the halftime stats and we'll talk about our impressions of the first half as we continue right after this.
KACH.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
West Motor Company.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
We had no winner this morning in the KACH Money Magnet Contest, so your next chance to win will come up on Monday morning. We'll put another $5 into the jackpot, and the jackpot will be worth $165. Be listening Monday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. We'll try to give it away again. It's the KACH Money Magnet Contest, and it's all right here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
When it comes to vehicle repairs, they can get very aggressive at getting the job done right at Motor Jungle in Preston. Motor Jungle takes the repair jobs other mechanics turn down. They work on any model or make a car or truck, yes, even the one you drive. So when your generator refuses to jam, when your carburetor just won't carb, and your pistons won't go up and down, don't get mad. Take it to Motor Jungle in Preston. They'll have your car purring like a kitten. Motor Jungle on the north end of State Street in Preston.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome back. We are at halftime here on Homecoming as the Blackfoot Broncos leading the Preston Indians by a score of 14-13. John, it was kind of a play of a half, rather, of big plays for both sides.
Yeah, both teams, both offenses are really playing quite well, and the defenses are playing well. It's just those big plays where they, either they know that they're going to, like the long pass to King is out there, that was just a spur of the moment. I mean, it went out there and got it done. And then Lynn Hart with his catch in the corner right there, big plays. They're both playing really well. And to be honest with you, I'm really glad how we're playing because we're staying right with them. We could be tied except for the one extra point. But we could have been ahead.
It could have been ahead.
Could have been ahead with either a touchdown or a extra field goal from Pearson. So, we're in this game. There's no I'm real happy with the way we're playing.
So if you're the Preston coaching staff, are there adjustments you need to make or just go out? I noticed that Owen Pearson's out here trying to get a few kicks in before the band came on at halftime. Are there any adjustments you need to make, or you're just happy with the way they're playing?
No, he's gonna say we need to key on certain players, when they're in certain positions. We know when King's out wide, he's usually going to get, if it's a pass play, key off your line. If they stand up, the backs have got to back up and stay close to the receivers. And just basic football. Stay with what they're doing, but yet be a little more intense.
And figure out, how you're going to stop Ramirez, and then you have to control that passing game of Gimlet.
Yeah, you're not going to stop Ramirez the whole night. There's just no way. It's just like they're not going to stop Emery and I'm really impressed with the way Francis is playing too. He's doing a great job. So we're, like I say, I don't have anything to worry about as far as Preston's playing, but we do have to stop their big plays.
And for Preston, I mean, they're doing okay. I mean, they're doing fine, considering they're short a running back. I think the combination of Thorson and Francis in the backfield are doing very well.
Francis is doing well, but now that we know what Francis can do back there, if we had Charles here tonight, that would give us another option. And that you put three good backs like we have in the backfield, it's confusing to them. They've got to key on more than just one.
Right.
See, we're keying on Ramirez because other than Ramirez, there hasn't been anybody for Blackfoot running the ball, really.
Scoring got started in the first quarter by the Indians on a 25-yard touchdown pass from Knapp to Linhart. The kick was good, and it was 7-0. First play after the kickoff, Blackfoot came right back and hit on an 80-yard scoring pass from Gimlet to Hale, and they tied the game at 7-7. Preston would score again before the end of the first quarter on a 9-yard pass from Knapp to Linhart again. This time the point after was no good, and it was 13-7. Only touchdown in the second quarter was on a 22-yard touchdown pass from Gimlet to Javante King. The extra point, it was good, and it is 14-13, and that is where we stand here at halftime so far here tonight. So we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll look at the stats from the first half of tonight's game. Our stat report is brought to you by Naylor Insurance here in Preston.
KACA.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
Why do I drink milk?
Milk rehydrates my body after I work out.
Milk has the protein I need to build muscle.
Milk helps me maintain a lean body mass.
Milk helps my muscles recover and stay strong.
Milk has the carbohydrates I need to re-energize.
Milk replaces important electrolytes that I lose when I sweat.
As an athlete at Boise State,
I learned that every sip
is a victory.
What do you drink?
What do you drink?
What do you drink?
Milk Victory, brought to you by United Dairy.
KACH.
As you get a look at the homecoming court, getting back into the trucks and being escorted off the field. A couple of Preston football players down there. Saw Chevy Nelson down there, and also Titan Knapp was down there as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so congratulations to all the members of the homecoming court. Well, let's look at the stats from the first half, and the stats brought to you by Naylor Insurance, with many options to serve you, whether it's home, life, health, or auto through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston. Call them at 852-0810. For the Broncos, they collected 272 yards in total offense unofficially in the first half. Majority of that coming from Jason Gimlet's right arm, as he was 6 of 8 for 174 yards in the first half. Austin Ramirez carried the ball 10 times unofficially for 63 yards. Gimlet ran for another 23 himself, and also Court Compson with 1 carry picked up 12 yards in the first half for the Blackfoot Broncos. The Broncos collected a total of 9 first downs. They had 3 flags thrown against them in the first half for 35 yards. For the Indians, who had 189 yards in total offense in the first half unofficially, and Brecker Knapp was 8 of 11 for 111 yards in the first half passing. Running the ball, Emery Thorson carried it 10 times for 51 yards. Knapp had 1 yard on 1 carry. Colton Francis carried the ball 4 times right through the heart of the defense for a total of 23 yards, and Devin Inglet carried it once. He had 3 yards. Tyler Linhart with 3 catches in the first half for 58 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Madsen had a 7-yard catch. Chevy Nelson also had 4 catches in the first half for 29 yards and had that touchdown taken away on that interesting call down here in the end zone where they first signal touchdown and then ended up taking it away.
Well, you know, that was an interesting play, and by rule, from the way I understand it, when the team comes down simultaneously, or the two players from one player from each team come down simultaneous, the catch goes to the offense. And then what happened was when they came down, both of them had at least 1 foot in the ground, but once they stepped out, the ball came loose. Blackfoot did have the ball out of bounds, but I don't know why they overruled it. I still would have called it a touchdown, and I don't think if I would have been the line judge on that call, I don't think I would have let the back judge, who was on the other side of the field, come in and talk me out of it. I just wouldn't have.
Preston had 9 first downs in the first half to match what the Blackfoot offense had done. So with the bye week behind us and this game here against Blackfoot, we can look at the rest of the schedule here for the Indians, as next week, John, you and I hit the road as we go to the game at Sugar Salem. That's
a fun ride. Go up again. But it's a fun place to be, and Sugar Salem's doing well this year. They're no pushover, that's for sure. And so it'll be another tough game, like Coach Thorson says. We're in the gauntlet. We're going to have to play hard every week.
2 weeks from tonight, on October the 8th, back here for senior night, the final home game of the year, as the Century Diamondbacks will be in town. Century struggled this year as they're 1-3 at the start of play tonight.
Yeah, but I think they were kind of they weren't on top of their game when they played us last year at Century, and they almost blew us out. They played their best game of the year against us last year, I think.
Yeah. October 15th, the final 2 road games of the year. The first one will be in Pocatello, as we'll be playing inside Holt Arena. That comes up on the 15th, and then the final game of the season, regular season, on October the 22nd, as we'll go to Snake River.
Yeah, I'm not excited about going to Pocatello. I don't like going into the Dome. I know the boys like it because it gives them that college feel, a bigger feel. But I don't like playing on the turf, and it seems like we've never had the – I don't know what word I want to use.
A win.
A win. A win in that Dome. I think we have the power to do it and the talent to do it this year, but Pocatello is on top of their game this year too. So, it's going to be
Mike Beckstead will tell you flat out he hates going there because they have never won there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who they play.
Yeah, Century or Pocatello. And that's why I kind of wish they would make them use their own fields, their outside fields. It's kind of unfair, I think, but that's just my opinion.
Now, this has been the Ralph's Construction Halftime Report. Ralph's Construction building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. They're breaking ground on Phase 3, so now is the time to contact them about a lot or design option that you may want to have built for you. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837, 435-232-1837.
KACH, my local radio.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. value. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at StokesGrocery.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
West Motor Company.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
Well, a couple of college games going on tonight, and probably the big score, Wake Forest is leading Virginia 37-17. And I think that's Montana State. They're leading Charleston with 42 seconds left, trailing, I should say, now 42-39 in that game. UNLV and Fresno State just getting underway, that game going on up in Fresno. Just a couple minutes away from the kickoff of the second half. Preston will have the ball when we come back right after this.
KACH.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
The difference between great taste and tastes great. Here's an example. When you shop at Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, it shows that you have great taste. The items that you get at Stokes Market taste great. Whether it's from their fresh produce department, the meat department, the deli, or the dairy, you'll find it tastes great when you show your great taste as you shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
Stop in and take advantage of the savings during the month of September at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest in Preston. Grab 2 12-ounce bottles of STP Fuel Injection Cleaner. Buy one, get one free. Get ready for winter and save $6 on 2 Rain-X Enhanced Performance Wiper Blades. And clean up your vision and save $3 with McGuire's 2-step Headlight Restoration Kit. Price is good through September 29th. Stop in and save today where you'll be treated like a friend at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in downtown.
KACH.
Well, the Indians find themselves in another close game. They trail by a single point here as we get ready to start the second half, John. And they're no strangers to close games. Their three wins this year have come by a total combined of 9 points.
Right, and we have, like I say, we have the talent, but in this second half, I'd like to see a little bit more pressure on Grimlett, because he's having plenty of time to hit those receivers. But our backs are doing a great job in coverage. We just got to get more pressure on Grimlett.
So Preston will get the second half kickoff. If you're listening on KACH, they'll be going from right to left here in the third quarter. Still waiting for the Blackfoot to come back out onto the field with their kickoff team, as Thorson and Ashton Madsen will go back and await the kickoff. As putting down the kicking tee is Gavin Cornell. He will do the kickoff here for Blackfoot to start the second half. So Cornell ready to go. There's the whistle, and here comes the kickoff to start the second half, as this is going to be over Matson's head, and it's going to go into the end zone and be a touchback and come out to the 20. Tonight's game brought to you in part by West Motors in Preston and in Logan. If you need a car or truck for that college or high school student, stop by West Motors. You'll find them in Preston and in Logan. Come by today and save. So 1st and 10 Preston as they have the ball first to start quarter number 3 here tonight. They put up unofficially 189 yards in total offense in the first half, as they'll start with Thorson in the slot. Francis lines up at the running back spot, and they'll give it to Francis right straight ahead as he gets through the hole and then wrapped up by a couple of Broncos, but it's still going to be a gain of about 4 yards on the play.
That's why I say he hits that hole, and our front line's doing a great job right there in that middle with Trevor Gregory and let's see who we got there, Jace Beckstead.
Yep.
Both of them, that was a big hole between the two of them right there.
2nd down and 6, same formation. 2 receivers to each side as they'll bring Matson back here in motion to the left. They'll throw underneath to Nelson. Chevy has it about knee high. He's trying to struggle forward, and he gets up to about the 29, but he's going to be a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, he tried. They had a hold of his shoestrings and his ankle, to hold him back because he couldn't. He was trying to stretch it out for that extra yard.
So 5-yard gain, 3rd down and a yard. As Knapp will line up under center, and he'll try to go straight ahead. I don't think he got there.
No, I think he's good. Well, I don't know.
Let's see.
They're going to say 4.
The lineman is having marked the ball right at the 30. In fact, the guy on the other side is as well. And it will be a first down.
Yeah, if he hit the line, if the ball touched the line, it's a first down because they were on the 20. So if they gain that 10 yards at line to line, it's a first down.
That's the 10th first down of the night for the Indians. So 1st and 10 at the 30 to start play here in quarter number 3. Cade Lords into the game. Will line up wide left. Thorson back in motion to the right. They'll throw underneath as it goes to Thorson. Has a couple of blockers in front of him. He'll struggle across the 30 up to about the 33.
They've run that play about 3 times tonight, and with Thorson out there in the flat, he just can't seem to turn that corner.
Yeah, Blackfoot pursues pretty well.
Yeah, they do. They move with the ball really well as a team.
As Chevy was expecting some just go to the line and call a play, and then they're going to huddle up. So he has to hustle back into the huddle. And he'll come back out here wide left. Thorson lines up in the slot left, twins to each side. And Francis the lone setback as Thorson again will go in motion back to the left. They'll throw underneath to Nelson. Caught, but hit immediately as he'll get up to about the 37-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. Coming up to make the hit on Chevy as soon as he made the catch.
Carter Lindsley.
Was Carter Lindsley. So 3rd down and 2.
They're going to put those middle linebackers right up there in the line, expecting.
As the toss comes to Thorson, wants to bounce it outside, gets a block from Francis, and he has the first down, rolled out of bounds at the 43.
Sorry, those of you watching on the screen, I was watching the play away from the screen.
Second first drive of first down to the drive for the Indians as they mark the ball at the 42 officially. So 1st and 10 again for Preston as they'll have 2 setbacks in the backfield. Did you see what Brecker just did? He bent down and looked under the center's feet to make sure he was lining up behind the right person. Here's the snap, wants to roll, throws underneath. He's got a man open. It's Matson up to the 50.
Yeah, and he had to go sky high to get that one and bring it down. Matson did a great job of going up and hanging on to it, coming down. That was a large leap, a very high leap.
Second catch of the night for Ashton Matson. And it's 2nd down and 3 right at the midfield stripe here for the Indians as they drive in the opening possession of quarter number 3. Toss comes to Thorson, stringing it out. Good play by the defense. He's going to get across midfield, out to the 45, where grabbing him by the shoulder pads and picking him up and throwing him out of bounds was Bowen Robinson. But it's still going to be good enough for another first down.
Yeah, the Indians, Emery knew where he had to get to, what the line to gain was, and he did a great job going right into that defender.
So 1st and 10 as they get back into plus territory as they have the ball at the Blackfoot 45. Thorson in motion. They fake the handoff there. Ooh, they try to throw it outside to Chevy Nelson, and Ramirez tried to jump the route and had it go off his hands.
I'm not so sure Nelson wasn't supposed to cut in, go down 10 and slant in, because that ball was thrown a little bit behind him into the middle of the field.
Clock stops with 7:42 to play here in the third. 2nd down and 10 for Preston. 4 wides, 2 to each side. Give the ball to Francis. Big hole up the middle, breaks a tackle, spins across the 35 down to the 32, and another first down.
You know, that's I'm glad I got that one on film, but boy, he is quick. He's a lot quicker than I thought. Did you see him break into second gear right there?
Absolutely.
He just really busted through there and got into open field and hit the next gear up.
13-yard gain for Francis. Again, they'll go 4 wides, 2 to each side. Thorson again in motion. They'll give it to Emery this time on the jet sweep, trying to get around the corner. Another good job by the Blackfoot defense to string it out as they'll get up to about the 27-yard line, and that'll be another gain of about 5 yards for Emery Thorson. A little pushing and shoving behind some of the linemen behind the play.
Yeah, it's a trench fight down there. They're really going at each other, you know. And Preston's holding its own, though. I've been impressed with that front line tonight, holding up against a good Blackfoot front line.
2nd down and 5. Into round comes to Madsen. Cuts it up the middle, gets up just short of the 20. So yeah, it's going to be close to another first down.
I think he's got it. Yeah, he's got it.
Yep, he sure will. They'll move the chains, so that'll be about another 6-yard run for Ashton Madsen, his first carry of the night. Another first down. Their 5th here of this drive. Clock runs, 6:40 to play here in the third. Give it to Francis. Tries to go off right tackle. Gets through the hole and gets across the 20 and picks up about 4.
Sandwiched between those two middle linebackers. Let's see if I can get some numbers. 12 and 8. I think it was 12 and 8.
8 is our buddy who likes to get really physical, Bowen Robinson.
Right.
And now we've got a penalty. We got a sideline warning, I believe. Or they're going to mark it off.
No, it's a warning.
Nope.
Yes.
It's just a sideline warning. So the Preston will huddle up here for a second as Knapp comes over to talk to Coach Thorson. As Brecker has his play and heads back in.
I think it's time to hit Linhart in the end zone. Or Nelson, either one.
Either one. Linhart has scored twice already tonight. He's going to go wide right. Nelson's wide left. Knapp will give it to Francis. Breaks a tackle. No, it's Thorson. He breaks a tackle, bounces it outside to the 15, down to the 10, and a flag behind the play. What is it? Nelson was tied up with Robinson. And let's see what the call is going to be here. And now they're talking to Rhett Larson, and it's going to be an illegal use of hands against the Indians. So it's going to come
blocking the back. You know, we have a veteran crew out there tonight. I recognize 2 or 3 of them, but they're They're seasoned. These are good officials.
5th penalty of the night against the Indians for 15 yards. Yeah, Nelson got locked up over there along the sidelines with Robinson and got called for the illegal block. So 2nd down and 15. 5.5 to play here in the third. Blackfoot's yet to touch the ball as they give it to Thorson. Wants to throw across the middle. He's got a man wide open. As making the catch down to the 11-yard line, it's Cord Evenson.
It's good to see Cord get in there middle of that because he definitely has a good pair of hands, and that was a good throw by Emery.
And that will be good for a first down, so it'll be a 15-yard completion by Thorson.
He's just short of the 10-yard line, so it's going to be first and
10. Then, okay.
Yeah, with a chance for a first down or touchdown. Real close.
So they can get a first down just inside the 1 as they'll give it to Thorson straight ahead as he's moving the line as he goes. As big number 50, Steve Sanders for Blackfoot, jumped on and went for a ride, and Emery carried him for about 3 yards.
And that's a load. That number 50, he's a big boy.
$15 carries now unofficially for Thorson for 77 yards. Thorson and Francis in the backfield. Knapp will go up under center. Little misdirection. It goes to Francis inside the 1, dives, and he's just short, but he may have a first down.
Yeah, I think he's got a first down. He's right there. The ball was just short of the goal line.
So that'll be a 7-yard pickup, and it is a first down for the Indians.
Knapp
first and goal. As Knapp will lean in, Francis comes in from behind with the old Bush push for all of USC at Notre Dame a few years ago. And they're going to mark it short.
You know, it's interesting because I don't see how he could have been short as tall as he is. That ball had to have been across.
It literally is just nuzzling the paint.
Right.
So 2nd down in inches. Thorson the lone setback. As again, Knapp will put his head down and try to force his way in, and this time he is in. Touchdown.
Yeah. This linesman over here says, yeah, he definitely leaned in that time. He had to have been. I think he was in on the first one, but yeah. Because sometimes these officials, they look at the body, but if that ball crosses the goal line, it's a touchdown.
So Preston moves out into the lead again, 19-14.
They want to go for 2 here because
get back on sequence.
Yeah.
So they'll go for 2 as they'll line up with Thorson and Evenson in the backfield. Look out, now they're going to get a timeout as they have too many men on the field. As somebody thought they were supposed to be in there and went running onto the field, and Coach Thorson went chasing after him, throwing hats and anything he could find to try to get the timeout.
Yeah, he was trying to get their attention, but
I've never seen Coach move so fast.
Yeah,
so he got the timeout.
Francis ran in thinking he was supposed to be in, but then realized they've got a situation there, so he tried to get back off the field. Had they snapped the ball, he would have been counted for too many men on the field.
Right.
But that's why Thorson ran out there for a timeout.
Evenson was lined up in the backfield with Emery Thorson, and now Evenson looks like he's going to come off, so they may put Francis in here. As once again they'll line up for the 2-point conversion. Preston held the ball for about 9.5 minutes to start the third quarter. There's only 3:37 left, and Blackfoot has not touched the ball in the third quarter as of yet.
Yeah. That happened in that game last night I was watching on television.
So they'll line up for the 2 points. They'll toss it to Thorson. He wants to throw.
Overthrew him.
And he overthrew Nelson. So it'll be a 5-point lead for the Indians as it'll be 19-14. We'll take a break. We'll come back after the Motor Jungle touchdown. We'll be right back More playing in the third quarter coming up right after this.
KACH.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So you were a bit surprised that they threw that ball.
Yeah, I really am, especially with the two backs that they've got and been doing a good job going straight forward. You know, with our front line's been doing a great job.
From oil changes to new engine replacements, remember the place to go is Motor Jungle. They're at the north end of State Street in Preston. So 19-14, Preston regains the lead as they will kick off here. And Emery Thorson, who has kicked off 3 times tonight already and put it into the end zone all 3 times, will now turn around and actually kick it the other way for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Preston has what they wanted. They got the clock in the fourth quarter, so that's always good too.
So 2 men back deep here for the Broncos, as the kick by Thorson is kind of shanked over here on the near side and will go out of bounds. So see if they bring it out to the 35, which I'm sure they will. And the offense for the Broncos will come back onto the field for the first time here in the second half. And I think something you have to be aware of is they did it the first time Preston scored. I hope they're going to make them kick it again, looks like.
That's interesting.
Is you have to be aware because Gimlet threw that 80-yard touchdown pass to Hale after the Indians scored the first touchdown of the game on the first play after the kickoff.
Well, an interesting call by Blackfoot to have him kick again. It does move him back 5 yards. No, actually 10. No, 5 yards. Moves him back 5 yards, and Emery's kicks have been just barely into the end zone. So this is hoping they'll get a good chance for a run back.
Robinson back there. And back there with him is Luke Moore. And Thorson again will kick, as this one is short again over on the sidelines and again out of bounds. So they made him kick it once, you know they're going to make him kick it again. So Thorson shanks a couple of pitching wedges. And they're going to make him kick it yet again.
Yeah, I wonder if his legs are getting tired.
Could be.
Because, he's been running the ball quite a bit. So he might be getting just a little bit tired out there. Because he's playing both ways.
Right. And, honestly, that just looks like a timing thing. He doesn't look comfortable approaching the ball.
Right.
So we'll try it again. As again, Thorson will line up, this time from the 30. And he'll just boot it right down the middle. It's going to come down to Robinson at the 15, to the 30. Wants to cut it back up the middle, gets across the 35 down to about the 38-yard line. So after all of that, Blackfoot gains a whole 3 yards.
Yeah, they could have brought it out to the 35 after the first one.
And then Robinson's slow to get up, as now he looked like he can't put much weight on a right leg. I don't know if it's in a knee or an ankle.
Well, it's like an ankle.
As he kind of hobbles off. So 1st and 10 for Blackfoot as their offense comes onto the field for the first time here in the second half. 3:31 to play here in quarter number 3. Gimlet will line up in the backfield. And he'll hand the ball keep the ball this time. And he runs right into the arms of Cord Everson, and it's no gain.
Yeah, Cord did a good job at staying home right then, because the fake handoff to the running back in motion, and Cord stayed home and spied on the quarterback there.
Second down and 10, no gain on the run by Gimlet. And now he wants to throw out here to underneath. This is complete up to the 46-yard line, as being ridden out of bounds was Deegan Hale. And that'll be a gain of about 8 yards on the play. Next play, straight ahead, Ramirez has the first down, gets across midfield, still on his feet as he breaks away from Gilbert. Now a flag comes in from behind after the play.
Looked like a face mask call.
As it will be a face mask, personal foul face mask against the Indians. So that'll be tacked on to the end of the play. It was about a 7 or 8 yard run for Ramirez. And then the 15-yard penalty for the face mask. That's the major penalty against the Indians. That's their first major penalty, but their 6th of the night for 40 yards in total. So first down at the Indian 35. Preston leads by 5. Give it to, nope, he's going to keep it, does Gimlet, and runs right into Thorson. No short gain, if anything.
You know, that's one of Thorson's strengths, is he can tackle. He's not afraid to put the shoulder pads on the legs and just dive in and wrap. I'm impressed by his tackling when he gets him in the open field. He can tackle.
Well, district champion wrestler, he's not afraid to fire out and grab the legs.
That's right.
Second down and 8. Ramirez, the lone setback, trips left, single receiver right. As they look over to the bench over on the far side as they'll change the play. Still lining up in the shotgun as they'll give it to Ramirez. Whoops, wants to go outside, now cuts back inside to get away from Larson. He's still on his feet, as jumping on his back was Corbin Windward, and didn't get much more than that, so he got a couple of yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
This will be an interesting call. They're almost into the red zone. It's 4 down territory for them.
Ball just over the 30, 3rd down and 5. Preston fans trying to get loud again. Toss to Ramirez going left, trying to get around the corner. He'll have the first down, and finally knocked out of bounds with authority over there, as coming over is Everson to give him a pretty good wallop.
Yeah, he'll remember that hit.
It's a good game, though, as they'll get the ball forward to about the 15-yard line. So it'll be a 15-yard gain for Ramirez.
That's one of the first sweeps I've seen Ramirez run. He's been going straight up the middle most of the time.
They've had big gains, and plus the long penalty. This is only their second first down that they've earned here on this drive. 36 seconds to play in the quarter. King goes wide left, trips right. As they'll fake, they'll throw back here underneath as it goes to Hale. Hale breaks a tackle, falls forward to the 10. That'll be a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, not quite the first down, but close. So that's a...
They'll put the ball down at the 10. They have to get to just about the 5, maybe just inside the 5, maybe the 6. Call it 2nd down and 4. But they're probably not going to get a playoff before the end of the quarter with 4, 3, 2. Nope, they're sure not. That's the way the quarter will end as they blow it dead. So Preston with a 5-point lead after the 3rd quarter. We'll go to the 4th. Preston leading 19-14 in the 4th quarter, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. We'll go to the 4th right after this.
I thought we were.
ACH.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
When it comes to vehicle repairs, they can get very aggressive at getting the job done right at Motor Jungle in Preston. Motor Jungle takes the repair jobs other mechanics turn down. They work on any model or make a car or truck, yes, even the one you drive. So when your generator refuses to jam, when your carburetor just won't carb, and your pistons won't go up and down, don't get mad. Take it to Motor Jungle in Preston. They'll have your car purring like a kitten. Motor Jungle on the north end of State Street in Preston.
KACH. KACH.
So we go to the fourth quarter, Preston leading 19-14. Second down and 9 here for the Broncos from their own 15. As again, they look over to the bench to change the play.
Weren't they on the 10?
I thought they might have been. If they didn't see it, then, well, they didn't notice it. They didn't notice it. Second down and 9. Here we go. First play of the fourth.
A false start.
Coming in motion, we got flags and whistles immediately, and it'd be a false start.
Yeah, number 59, he backed up just a little bit too early.
That'll move them back. Thank you very much. That's 40 yards and penalties for them tonight now as well. So second down and 15 as they move the ball back to the 20. They tried to get the ball outside to King. Copson came in motion and was going to be a lead blocker for him out here as well.
Right.
But the motion penalty kind of nullified anything that would happen. So King comes again out wide left. 4 receivers, single setback here for the Broncos. Man in motion again, coming back to the near side is Copson. They'll throw again to King. It's the same play, and coming up is Thorson and Madsen to make the stop.
Yeah, Thorson grabbed him by the ankles and brought him down, but Madsen was there to make sure he stayed down.
Just a 3-yard gain. They're back to the original line of scrimmage now, so it's third down and 10. Just 30 seconds into quarter number 4. Preston leading by 5 here. The fourth quarter brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Big third down call here for the Broncos. Third down and 10. There's the snap. Gimlet throwing for the end zone. It's too tall. They tried to go to King, and somehow he got it over his head. And it's fourth down.
King wanted to pass interference there, but I thought it was good timing there. By Caden Leatham.
So 4th and 10 at the 15. We'll run a couple of new bodies out there, so they're going to go for it here on 4th down. As Ramirez lines up in the backfield, 2 wides to each side. Snap, a little high. Gimlet able to go up and get it. Now he wants to roll. Still rolling. Now throws. Wide open. Touchdown. As somebody got lost on the play, the throw goes to Copson for the 15-yard touchdown.
Yeah, Thompson was on the wide out there. He came in and he broke to the post, and then he circled around his defender, and he was wide open. His defender lost him. I didn't see who was defending.
So the touchdown good from 15. As they'll try the extra point, Cornell will again come in to try the extra point. And we got whistles and flags again before, and it's offside against the Indians. So they'll move the ball up about a yard and do it again.
Yard and a half. Half the distance.
20-19 after the touchdown. Now as they move the ball half the distance, looks like they're going to bring the offense back on and let them try to go for 2.
That's that extra point. That would have put them up by 2, where a field goal would beat them. So now if they make it, then they
just to give them a 3-point lead, where Preston would have to,
right.
Yeah, a field goal would only tie. So, offense back on the field. Ramirez the lone setback. They'll go heavy on the line. They'll give it to Ramirez. Nope, they lost it. The blown exchange, and then half the city of Preston is there to jump on Ramirez.
We were real close to a face mask there because we grabbed him all first, but they just slipped off. The hand slipped off, but he had him by the helmet at first. So I'm real glad they didn't throw the flag there.
So 20-19. Timeout on the field. We'll come back. The kickoff on the way right after this.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH.
So the Indians find themselves down by a point as they'll get the ball back. Just their second possession of the second half after they kept the ball for 9.5 minutes to open the third quarter. As here's the kickoff. High and deep. It's going to come down to Madsen at about the 7-yard line. To the 20, big hole, hit there, falls forward to the 30. Tell you what, if it wasn't for Eli Abercrombie, that had a chance of going all the way.
Yeah, Madsen had the spot there, but he grabbed him right at the last second, coming past him and brought him down.
So tonight's game is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, offering you many options for all of your insurance coverage needs. Stop in and see them at 85 South State Street or give them a call at 852-2500 for your competitive quote today. So 1st and 10 Indians, twins to each side. Francis the lone setback with Knapp. Thorson will come in motion back here to the near side. He'll line up in the slot, so trips now to right. And we got whistles and flags as the play starts. And I guess they're going to say that Thorson wasn't completely set because it's going to call it an illegal motion penalty. Seven penalties now for the Indians for 45 yards.
We're losing that battle just a little bit, though.
So they push the ball back 5. It's 1st and 15 back at the Preston 35. As again, Knapp looks over to the sidelines as the coaching staff rolls through the plays. Francis now jumps to the other side, and Madsen will go in motion left. Thorson's going to roll left. Looking, wants to throw up the sideline, too tall for Emery Thorson and out of bounds. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 15. Knapp now 13 of 16 unofficially on the game for 123 yards. And a couple of touchdowns. Second and 10. Go check that. 2nd and 15, make it. Thorson looking underneath. Lindhart sliding on a knee. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. As he gets up to the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 11.
I was trying to find Lindhart there on the side, and yeah, I couldn't see the catch, so looked like he did.
They'll call it a gain of 10. And 3rd down and 5 here for the Indians. 4th gets the catch of the game for Lindhart. Lindhart again split out here to the near side. Nelson goes the other way. Toss to Thorson, who wants to throw. He's got Nelson out there. It was almost intercepted, but I tell you what, it wasn't Linhart. It was Nelson, rather. It was Lords out there, and they were crawling all over Lords. There should have been a flag. Looking down here at the sideline, the Preston coaches think the same thing. They're throwing, well, there got to be a flag on that play. They were all over Cade Lords and with double coverage. So 4th down. And Knapp will go back to punt. Here comes Lords back onto the field now because on the punt coverage team as he lines up as the gunner on the left side. Snap is pretty good. Knapp's punt is wobbly here to the near side. It's going to land at the 42, and Linhart will pick it out of midair, and that's where they will start there. Will the Broncos. 9:54 to play in the quarter. We'll take a timeout real quick and be right back.
Wasn't one of his better kicks.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
K-A.
Ball's picked off deep by Ashton Madsen. Now there was a penalty flag back in the offensive backfield. I think it's a holding penalty, and it is. This will be declined. Preston will get the ball back. Third turnover of the night for Blackfoot.
Yeah, and that, Madsen had center field on that one, and he was just able to be right there in front of the pass. He saw Grimmett move over to the right side, and he just stepped over in front of the intended receiver.
So 2 interceptions and a fumble tonight for Blackfoot. Francis will come back in. As coming back over the bench is Devin Inglet. 1st and 10 for the Indians. They'll start this possession at their own 46. Twins to each side. Snap. Give it to Francis. Straight ahead. Gets across the midfield stripe up to the 49. In case you weren't with us earlier, Charles Iverson suffered a shoulder injury 2 weeks ago against Bonneville and not in uniform tonight. He's listed officially as week to week. Thorson gets the handoff. Jet sweep. Good block by Linhart. Gets Thorson around the corner and thrown out of bounds.
Collar. That could have been a horse collar, yes.
There it is.
Yes.
Here comes a couple of flags. All of a sudden, it's like Flag Day.
Yeah, that was definitely a horse collar, and I could see that in the viewfinder.
As coming over to make the tackle was Tyler Vance. Got Thorson by the shirt collar and threw him out of bounds, and that should be 15 yards again against Blackfoot. That's their second major penalty of the night. That's 8 flags against the Broncos for 60 yards. First down Indians. Their 15th of the game. And whistles and flags again, and Preston false start. Sure is. Preston can't stand prosperity as they'll move the ball back 5.
I think I've heard of this. 10 yards, give some back,
Yeah, it's called 3 yards forward and 2 back. First down and 15. They'll go 2 wides to each side. In fact, they'll line Thorson up in the slot left, so an empty backfield here as the toss goes to Thorson. Runs forward, gets to the 32 and wrapped up there. As coming up to make the first contact with him was Braxton Marlett, a guy who the Jared Ackley, the head coach of the Broncos, thinks he could be an all-state performer before his time is done at Blackfoot.
I believe that, yeah.
So a 2-yard gain. Thorson looking again, throws underneath, gets it to Linhart. Linhart spins forward to the 25. It's still going to be short of the first down, but they pick up about 7 yards. Hope they got a man down here momentarily, because now he'll get up and head off the field. That's 5 catches for Linhart now tonight.
Tyler Vance is the man that went down with a little bit of a injury. Stinger on the hand or arm.
So 3rd down, call it 6 here for the Indians officially. As again, Thorson lines up in the slot left. As the fake there, they're going to go for Linhart in the corner. Touchdown!
That corner pass again to Linhart, because Knapp did a good thing. He looked him off. He turned and he looked like he was going to throw to the left out there in the flat over there on the left side, but hit Linhart right down in the sideline into the end zone.
25-yard scoring pass gives the Indians the lead back at 25-20. And again, looks like they'll line up and go for 2 to try to get back on sequence here.
Yeah, they're gonna want to tie this up with just 7 minutes to play, under 8. They want to keep the ball, and if they do get a touchdown, then stop them for going for 2.
For Linhart, that's 3 touchdowns tonight. That gives him 7 on the year. Knapp with the snap, rolling, throws underneath as he goes again to Linhart for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that's a big play for Preston to get that 2-point conversion, because Blackfoot's very capable of coming down and scoring, and that'll at least give us a tie, or unless they go for 2.
It's another Motor Jungle touchdown. Motor Jungle, 597 North State Street. Remember, they do all the repairs that other mechanics don't want to. We're back with the kickoff right after this.
KACA.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo robotic assistance system at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
KACH.
Well, the 25-yard touchdown pass from Knapp to Linhart. The 2-point conversion, and Preston leads 27-20 as it's time for another Motor Jungle kickoff. Thorson will turn around and kick off the other way this time, as this is a line drive. It's going to skip through, be picked up at the 10-yard line. They get it forward to the 25, but that is where the Luke Moore got grabbed by the shoe and was brought down.
Yeah, I think that ball was touched by a man up in front of them, but he let it go through. But if I think Emery is trying to get us out there, he's not kicking it deep and giving them a chance for a run back, because those are 2 exceptional runners that they have deep.
1st and 10, Blackfoot at their own 26. Preston on top, 27-20, 7 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the game. As the handoff to Moore, coming back here to the near side. He'll get across the 30. It's a gain of 4. So Moore picks up 4. I was listening to the podcast from Idaho Sports this week. They were talking about the teams here in the southeastern part of the state. And for almost 20 minutes, they sang the the congratulatory song for Blackfoot. Never mentioned Preston once, and that's as the tackle here on this end jumps.
Yeah, number 71 came up a little bit too quick. 51.
51?
Yeah.
51 is Isaiah Granbos, the junior. But they never mentioned Preston once. And if Preston can hold on to this lead and beat Blackfoot for only the second time in the last 10 meetings,
right,
that will be a shot heard around the football world here in the southeastern part of the state.
Right.
But they still got a lot of work to do before that. 6:40 to play here in the fourth. Reverse. Comes to Copson. Copson tries to spin away from Thorson, but not before he gets up to the 33, as that'll be a gain of about 6 or 7 yards. Call it 6. 3rd down and 4 here for the Broncos. As the homecoming crowd, kind of quiet now, as now they're trying to get them back making noise again as they start stomping their feet on the new aluminum bleachers. Handoff. Ramirez runs right into Windward.
Ooh, it's close. Close to a first down.
Close to a first down. I think it's going to be just short. I think it's going to bring up fourth. The guy on this side is saying first down, and it will be. Just their 3rd first down of the second half.
I think Coach is saying, I want to measure that baby.
Too late. They moved the chains.
Oh, did they? Yeah. That's how close it was.
So 1st and 10 at the 36. Clock runs with 5.5 to play. Wants to throw, looking far side. It's caught, and then there immediately to plant him was Thorson.
Well, you know, you can talk about players with heart, but Thorson is really showing some heart tonight. He is right on top of it.
2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8. Ball spotted at the Blackfoot 39-yard line. Clock runs, 5 minutes exactly to play. Need to make sure you know where King is all the time. They'll run it with Ramirez straight ahead. Ramirez will run into Jaden Perkins on the stop.
That was a dangerous hit right there. He ducked his head right at the last minute, as I didn't see who it was that came over, but bent his neck right back.
A gain of 5 on the play. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Unofficially, Ramirez now with 97 yards rushing.
That's an awesome night, even in itself.
On a total of 15 carries.
I was going to say 15, 16 carries.
He had 88 yards rushing last week. 3rd down. Preston fans starting to make noise. Gimlet out of the shotgun. High snap. They're coming after him. He wants to throw. Now he's got to roll across the middle. Throws. Too tall. Knocked away.
And the flag came out.
Flag is not where the flat pass was. It's back here near the 47-yard line.
Against Preston.
Holding against the defense. I think he said against number 20, which would be Madsen.
But he threw that back. You know, I thought there was a pass interference, but then that flag, like you said, that flag almost went up to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a 10-yard penalty from the
spot of the foul.
From the
from the line of scrimmage.
From the line of scrimmage. So they put the ball down at the Preston 47. So 1st and 10. Grimlett again rolling right this time. Throws. He's got a man open, but he wasn't expecting it, and Hale had to go right through his hands. Hale came out of his break, and the ball got on him so quickly he wasn't ready for it.
Right.
Fourth quarter, tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Grimmett's got a strong arm. There was some ump on that ball when it come through there. It would have been a tough one to catch anyway.
2nd and 10. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 3:51 to play. Blackfoot has to get a touchdown. They trail by 7. King and Moore come here to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side as well. Moore in motion back right now as they're going to throw underneath as it goes there as it's Hale. Gets a forward for about 9 yards. They'll be short of the first down and bring up 3rd down and about 1.
Yeah, he got a great block out in front of him. That's what gave him that extra 9 yards. If we could have got around the block, we could have had him back about 4 yards.
Hale now with 6 catches on the night. Remember, he caught the 2 long passes for scores in the first half.
Right.
He has 132 yards unofficially receiving.
This is going to go to the
3rd and 1.
Big guy.
It's going to go to Ramirez straight ahead. Gets the first down as he gets across the 35.
The good thing about this is they're running the clock down. If we can stop them from scoring, looks like Linhart's got a cramp in his leg.
3 minutes to play. That's Blackfoot's 14th first down now on the night. As again, they'll line up with twins to each side. Ramirez the lone setback as he stands at Grimlett's left shoulder. Grimlett wants to throw, looking down the near sideline. He's got a man. It's King, knocked away. Both players were hand fighting, and Linhart was able to go up and make sure he didn't catch it, and Linhart's slow to get up.
Yeah, he's got a cramp in that leg. He was trying to stretch it out earlier, and I think when he went up, that cramp just tightened up on him.
Well, I hope that's what it is. Hope he landed on his left shoulder. That's the one that came out of socket in the game up in Montana.
Oh.
So I hope that's all it is a cramp. They're not looking at his leg. They're looking at his shoulder.
Yeah, that could be true. I forgot about the.
That's the shoulder that has the torn labrum that he's going to have surgery after football is over anyway. And the doctors said that the labrum was in a condition where it was just barely holding on. And he gets up and he'll walk off.
Yeah.
And the training staff is holding his left arm, so you don't know if that shoulder has come out of socket again. But it's definitely holding his left arm. So we need somebody in to play defense. It'll be Knapp. Brecker comes in, and hold on a minute. We're not ready, and Blackfoot wanted to snap the ball before anybody else was ready, and Preston calls a timeout. So timeout on the field. We'll take it here as well. 2:39 to play. Preston leads by 7, but Blackfoot threatening. We'll be right back.
KACH.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
KACH.
2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Ball at the 35. 2:39 to play. Preston leading 27-20. Here's King out here to the near side. Thorson lines up against him. If they try to throw it high to King, he's going to have a definite height advantage. They're going to go the other way. They throw underneath as it's caught, and it's Copson gets up to about the 28 before he's brought down.
Yeah, Madsen grabbed him before he got to the first down marker, so great tackle by Madsen.
Going to be a 6-yard gain. Third down, about 4 here coming up for Blackfoot. 2 down territory. Clock runs, 2:07 to play. Grimlett goes on the second count this time. Throw underneath. It's caught, and they get the first down again as they get the ball up near the 20-yard line. Should be enough for a first down as Hale makes the catch, and that will move the chains. Madsen on the stop for Preston. Jason Grimmett now unofficially with 228 yards passing. 1:50 to play. Ramirez the lone setback. Again, they'll go twins receivers to each side. Looking down the middle, going to go right. He's got a man wide open, but he overthrew him.
Yeah, he overthrew him, but his receiver was looking, had to turn all the way around to find the ball.
Copson was wide open down the far sideline in the end zone, and he had to turn around, but it didn't matter. The ball was over his head and landed behind him anyway. So second down and 10. Clock stops with 1:31 to play. Fourth quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home in Preston. Remember, their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Call 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to Ramirez. He runs straight ahead, breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet. Down inside the 10, down to about the 7, and a first down. That'll bring up a first and goal situation here for Blackfoot. Clock running with 1:15 to play.
Well, if I was Blackfoot, I'd use Ramirez again. I wouldn't even worry about the pass, but if I was Preston, I'd key on him.
They go tight line, 2 receivers left. And looking back, change the play. We're inside a minute now down to 50 seconds as the clock runs. Snap is high, wants to throw, then it's caught, touchdown. As the pass complete to Hale, touchdown with 42 seconds left.
And I think Blackfoot's going to go for the win here. I'll bet you they go for 2, win or lose.
As most key parts of the offense go over to talk to the coaches. So 27-26, Preston still leading by 1. 42 seconds left and the game on the line right here. They're going to send King wide right, and Linhart hustles back onto the field.
Yeah. Owen Judd on King.
And Preston wants a timeout before we go any further.
No, it's Blackfoot's timeout.
Is it? Yes, It is. It is Blackfoot's timeout. I saw Preston coaches out on the field. I thought sure they were calling it. So timeout called by Blackfoot as they'll try to talk a little bit more about what exactly they want to do, and we'll be back right after this.
KACA.
You know, it's never too late to get on board, so get your business involved in our Preston and Westside sports broadcasts. Football and volleyball are in mid-season form, and basketball season will be here before you know it. For more information, call us here at KACH at 208-852-1340. It's never too late to team up with the winning programs at Preston and Westside High Schools and make your business part of the winning teams. Call us here at KACH at 208-852-1340. They want the Preston faithful to make noise. Here we go, 2-point conversion. Gimlet rolling right, still rolling, throws underneath, and it is with a flag down.
Yep, a flag. They're going to call pass interference.
And hold on, the folks below us are going nuts here all of a sudden. What's the call? Pass interference against Preston. So move it half the distance and we'll do it again. So now you have to be careful because now they don't have to throw it. They can give it to Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez right up the middle.
Locate King. He's going to line up in the slot right.
Play action pass right here.
Ramirez stands on Grimlett's left shoulder. King comes back in motion. Give it to the man, and he's short, and he lost the ball. He was short, and it's no good, and Preston is going to survive for the moment. They lead 27-26. Ramirez tried to dive for the end zone and lost the ball in the process.
And the ball came down before the goal line, and that's when it went loose, so it was free in the end zone.
Wow.
And Preston picked it up.
The try is no good. Preston leads by a point. The kickoff, and we come back right after this.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KA.
Well, you get a look at the scoreboard. There's the story.
Onside kick.
Preston will receive here. They put all their good hands people up front, expecting the onside kick with 42.8 seconds left. They lead by a point. Gavin Cornell, I should say. And you got to figure this is going to be an onside kick or a line drive at one of the up men to try to have it bounce around. Madsen, the only man deep for the Indians. Here it comes. As it'll be an onside kick, and it'll be fielded there just over the 50-yard line.
And secured, yeah.
As down to get it, I'm not sure who it was. Was it Lords who covered it?
Yeah, I think it was
10?
Lords. I think it was number 10, yeah.
So Preston has the ball at the 50-yard line, and if Blackfoot can stop the clock, they can only stop it once.
Right.
If at all.
And we've got 4 downs to kneel, so, with 30 seconds to play in between that.
Have to kneel on it twice, maybe 3 times at the most.
And Knapp will just sit there and watch the back judge count it down.
So they'll have to.
This one.
The clock doesn't start until it's snapped.
Right.
So this is the free one, as Brecker kneels, and a timeout called by Blackfoot, and that will be their final timeout. So next week, Preston on the road, they will go to Sugar Salem. We'll have that game live for you next Friday on KACH and on mylocalradio.com, starting with the pregame show at 6:30 next Friday night, as step number 2 in the gauntlet for the Indians will be coming up. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself.
Right, but this is remember, a big step.
But since 2015, against Blackfoot, Sugar Salem, Century, Pocatello, and Snake River, Preston was 5-19. And you wonder why Thorson calls it walking the gauntlet.
Yeah, exactly. I have to say, there's times when you're wrong, and you have to say, I'm sure glad I was. And I was talking to my wife earlier about this game, and I says, Blackfoot's going to be tough to beat. And I says, if anything, we've got to be on our game. And I didn't give us a whole lot of hope. I'm sorry about that, but that's one time I'm glad I was wrong.
Knapp will kind of back up and finally kneel with 34 seconds left, so we'll have to do it one more time.
Why is he stopping the clock?
Why exactly? Thorson's asking the same question. Why are you stopping the clock? Just because Knapp backed up 3 steps before he knelt down? That's not illegal. As Thorson now wants an answer from the official. of why the clock stopped. As Carlson, the white hat, just kind of sticks his hand up as if to say, calm down, Coach.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't understand why they stopped the clock.
Did maybe somebody call timeout on our side? I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, they put the ball back to the line of scrimmage, and now Thorson will go and kneel on it that time, and that should do it as Preston comes charging out onto the field. So the Indians, very few people gave them a chance. Certainly the folks at IdahoSports.com didn't give them a chance.
And I was doubtful.
John Slaughter didn't give them much of a chance. But they come out, they take Blackfoot's best punch, and they beat them here on homecoming. Final score 27-26. Stick around, we'll have the post-game show coming up next. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new and used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce you'll find in all of the city of Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts, CarQuest. We have all the parts you need to keep your car running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Rouse Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Now stay tuned for the post-game show. Coming right up.
In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake, and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
West Motor Company.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NC.
From sunup to sundown, we spend our time on the dairy, caring for cows, and producing milk. And we also love being part of our tight-knit communities, being advocates for the kids in our schools, and being providers of safe, nutritious food for families around here and around the world. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
We had no winner this morning in the KACH Money Magnet Contest, so your next chance to win will come up on Monday morning. We'll put another $5 into the jackpot, and the jackpot will be worth $165. Be listening Monday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. We'll try to give it away again. It's the KACH Money Magnet Contest, and it's all right here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. Well, welcome back here to Preston High School as the Indians knock off Blackfoot by a score of 27-26 as they survived a two-point conversion with 40 seconds left on the game when they handed the ball to Austin Ramirez, and he ended up fumbling the ball at the goal line. and the fourth turnover of the night for Blackfoot, and it ended up costing them the game as they lose by 1.
Yeah, that's a hard one to take, and Ramirez has done a great job. I mean, you can't. He knew he had to get into the end zone, and he did everything he could. We had a hold of him by the ankles, but he stretched forth, and the ball came down. It was in front of the goal line and come out and fumble, and Preston was able to pick it up in the end zone.
We expected a hard-fought game right from the opening kickoff, and that's really what we got.
We did, and that's what I says. We have to play physical with them because they are a very physical team, and we had to give it all we had and stay with it. And I think that penalty, were pretty even. We weren't that far off.
No, they ended up being pretty even. You're right.
But the mistakes on both sides, and it can either get you to win or cause you to lose. So.
Big hats off to Jason Grimmett, the quarterback for Blackfoot. Unofficially, we had him 13 of 18 for 218 yards.
Great night for him, and that's why I say hard to go home with a loss when you have a good night like that,
Yeah, exactly. We'll look more at the stats coming up in just a minute, but right now let's recap the scoring for tonight's game as Preston got on the board first, a 25-yard scoring pass from Knapp to Linhart, and it was 7-0. At first play after the kickoff, Blackfoot came right back and scored on an 80-yard pass from Glenlit to Hale, and it was 7-7. Preston wrapped up the scoring in the first quarter on a 9-yard pass for Brecker Knapp, and the extra point was no good, and it was 13-7. That pass again went to Tyler Gimlet, Linhart, I should say. Second quarter, the Blackfoot took the lead again on a 22-yard pass from Grimlet to Javonda King. The extra point was good, and they led 14-13 going into halftime. Preston, who won the opening coin toss, deferred to the second half, got the second half kickoff, and kept the ball for 9.5 minutes. And went down and stuck it in the end zone. It was Knapp on a 1-yard run. They regained the lead at 19-14.
And that third quarter decision, that's one of the good reasons why you want to defer to the second half. They were not only able to penetrate and do a good job, but they held the ball for almost the whole quarter. Blackfoot only had one series.
Yeah, they got the ball back with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah.
When they went to the fourth quarter, Blackfoot hit on a 15-yard pass from Granalt to Copson. That gave them the lead back again after the extra point. It was 20-19. Preston then scored on a 25-yard pass from Knapp to Linhart, his third touchdown of the night. The extra point made it 27-20. Then with just minutes left in the game, about a minute and a half left to go in the game, as a matter of fact, Blackfoot drove the ball down. They got it down to the 7-yard line, and that is when Grimmett hit Deegan Hale again on a 7-yard touchdown pass. They went for 2 to try to go for the win instead of kicking the extra point and forcing overtime, and the handoff went to Ramirez, who fumbled the ball inside the 1, lost it into the end zone. It was the fourth turnover of the night for Blackfoot, as the point try was no good, and Preston won the game 27-26.
Yeah, what a game! What a game! I can only say that so many times, but Preston did a great job. They stood right up to them, and it was a dogfight. It was a dogfight the whole night.
Absolutely, it was. So Preston wins it. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and look at the stats from the game. Our stat report, brought to you by Naylor Insurance, is coming up next.
KACH.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any...
KACH. KACH.
Well, let's look at the final stats from tonight's game as the stat report brought to you by Naylor Insurance. First of all, for Jason Grommet, we had him unofficially 14 of 18 for 228 yards in the game. Simply outstanding.
Great night for Jackson.
For Ramirez, 17 carries unofficially for 110. Grommet also carried the ball 4 times for 25 yards. Court Cobson, a pair of carries for 18, and 1 carry for Luke Moore for a total of 4 yards. Blackfoot had 15 first downs in the first game, and how about this number, John? Blackfoot unofficially a total offense tonight of 385 yards.
Great night. That's a great night. They did move the ball well, and they kept it, and moved the ball down the field, and we assisted them a couple of times, but still a good night for them.
Brecker Knapp, for looking at the Preston side of the ledger, 16 of 20 for 155 yards. Emery Thorson carried the ball 17 times for 79 yards. Knapp kept it for 3 carries and for a total of 3 yards. Ashton Madsen carried the ball once for 6. Colton Francis had a great game, 9 carries for 56 yards, and Devin Inglett carried it once for 3 yards. Preston also had 15 first downs in the game, and they finished the night with 302 yards unofficially in total offense in the game.
Still a good night for the Indians too, compared to what they have had in the first of the year. We're still winning, and so that's a plus for Preston. They've got something to build on.
Preston moves to 4-1 on the year. Blackfoot is now 2-3. Tonight's look at the stats brought to you by Naylor Insurance. They have many options to serve you, from home, health, life, and auto through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Naylor Insurance at 153 North State Street in Preston. Call 852-0810. We'll come back. We'll name our Ralph's Construction Player of the Game and tell you what's on tap for the Indians coming up.
KACH.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
The difference between great taste and tastes great. Here's an example. When you shop at Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, it shows that you have great taste. The items that you get at Stokes Market taste great. Whether it's from their fresh produce department, the meat department, the deli, or the dairy, you'll find it tastes great when you show your great taste. As you shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
Stop in and take advantage of the savings during the month of September at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest in Preston. Grab 2 12-ounce bottles of STP Fuel Injection Cleaner. Buy 1, get 1 free. Get ready for winter and save $6 on 2 Rain-X Enhanced Performance Wiper Blades. And clean up your vision and save $3 with McGuire's 2-step Headlight Restoration Kit. Price is good through September 29th. Stop in and save today, where you'll be treated like a friend at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in downtown.
KACH. KACH.
Well, time to announce our player of the game as Preston wins it tonight 27-26. John, who gets your nod?
I'm going to give it to Tyler Linhart. 3 touchdowns and a number, and not only that, but right towards the end of the game, he goes down, hurts his shoulder, went out, injured. They take a look at him, and he came back in for that last play.
He did.
Talk about a tough kid. Yeah, but he was assisted by so many. Knapp on the ball with his passing was superb tonight. With Francis running, with Emery doing his job, which he does on both ends of the court or both sides of the ball. His defensive play. But I think Linhart deserves it. Just an outstanding night for him.
Yep. So Tyler Linhart, our player of the game, brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. They're breaking ground on Phase 3, so now's the time to contact them and talk about a lot or design options to fit your desires on any home you want built for you. Ralph's Construction's 435-232-1837. Well, coming up next week for the Indians, they're back on the road. They'll go to Sugar Salem. We'll have that game live for you next Friday night on KACH and on mylocalradio.com. It'll get underway with the Preston Dental pregame show next week at 6:30 in the evening. So that'll wrap up our coverage here for tonight as the Indians break the 5-game losing streak to Blackfoot and get back on the winning side and improve their record overall to 4-1 on the year. Executive Director of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator tonight is John Beverly. For John Slaughter and John Beverly, I'm Dan Hubbard saying thanks for listening and enjoy your weekend. And as a reminder, we'll remind you of the final score. Preston knocks off Blackfoot 27-26. Until next time, have a very good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.